right. Let's see. Okay. I think we're feeding out to the folks out there, so if you guys can hear us, if we're feeding out live to everyone, welcome back here to the show where we are live. We should be live. And we are live on the Utreon so that we can hold guns. Look at this. Look at this beautiful classic high point right there. And classic compact at that. So anyway, we're live on Utreon because YouTube doesn't allow us to hold firearms and go live. If you guys want to join us live, if you're listening, if you're watching later on YouTube, go over to Utreon, Utreon / Who Moved My Freedom or WMMF. All right. That being said, let's get these dudes up into here. No, I think I want to go this way with the. Yeah, I want to put Rich on the outside. The outside. All right, I'm gonna hit the button here, get this going, and we'll do intros.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation, Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Franklin Armory. Franklin Armory provides 100% US-made firearms and awesome binary option triggers. Their focus and purpose is to provide freedom tools to all Americans, especially those in not-so-free states. So when you're in the market, please consider Franklin Armory. All right, we are live. Gotta load the guys up in here again. Here we go, loading them up. We are live. Let's get those jazz hands going. Come on, there we go. We are live. I hope you guys have your big girl panties on. This is episode 920 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. Yes, that's right. 80 more episodes, and we crossed a 1,000 episode threshold. Like a champ. By the grace of God, we'll make it there. Barely dragging,
You'll get there.
With blood dragging behind us across the coals and the fires and the broken glass. We'll get there. My guests tonight are Shooting Gallery Annie, Joe. Shooting Gallery Annie. What's up, Joe? And then
what's
also,
up, man?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. How you doing?
Good.
Also joining us, Flying Rich. Here he goes. I don't know why he's pixelated so much. Oh, I can't even hear his audio either. Are you talking, Rich? Rich's got something going on. Who knows what Rich is doing over there? He's probably doing like about 20 things at the same time that he's doing this. I don't know if are you rendering something right now, Rich? Still can't hear you. Your audio's not on. Yeah, there you go. This is Heavenly Rich right here. You can see him, you can't hear. So anyway, what's up, Joe?
Nothing much, man.
Welcome back, man. I like your shirt. You got to show off that shirt right there.
What? Yeah, I gotta. Look at that.
Look at that.
Nice
Lot Lao.
Red Ferrari.
Yes, Lot Lao right there. Oh, wait, hold on. Rich is joining us again. He's joining us again. I'm wearing a Walther. There you go. Walther Defense.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah. Repping. Oh, look at you. You and Rich coordinated.
Am I back?
Yes, you're back, and we hear you, and you look marvelous. And you have a Lot Lao shirt on. Let's see it. There you go.
Yes, I'm repping the Lot Lao.
Yeah, Rich has the blue.
Magnum PI.
Yeah. Rich has the blue, and I'm guessing, okay, yeah, and Joe has the if I would have known you guys were doing this, I would have brought mine out. Damn it.
I literally got home from work, and I was like, yep, going on Hank's show, gotta throw this on.
Very cool, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate
the support.
Is
it dry by you yet, Hank?
Well, I mean, it's Florida, so it's always a little moist. It's always a little moist. I don't mean
the humidity.
Oh, the guns? The guns aren't dry. The guns are not dry. How are you guys? I feel like I just saw you.
Good.
No, yeah. I feel like we just saw each other,
Yeah. I would throw some pictures. Yeah, I would throw up some video and pictures and stuff, but I don't have my phone. I have like my little backup phone here because we're broadcasting from my phone, so I don't, It's
Well, I
you
did
guys
post
understand
a couple of YouTube shorts from your place during the rain and all that.
it. Okay, cool. All right.
I gotta get like some like motivation to edit. I got like 3 videos I could throw up, but I just I don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
Joe got the treat. Walter set him up to shoot the Sten gun, so full
Yeah,
auto
he was-
Sten.
Oh, Joe
You
was
shot
shooting.
the-
Yeah, he was shooting every full auto he could get his
You
grubby
shot
little
the
mitts on.
full auto MP5. So first off,
So
I
blessed.
was talking to Joe about picking up ammo, and he's like, "What do you mean I don't have a permit to buy ammo in Florida?" I'm like, "It's Florida, man. You just go to the store and buy it."
Yeah, because here I can't buy ammo unless I
Yeah.
show them my license to carry.
A void card?
I
Yeah,
was-
I mean they might not understand you, Joe. Like I need a cotton hammer. Put it in the big
I
box.
still feel my accent isn't that bad.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
But then
it's
again,
like-
Hank and I are from New York, so what do you want?
True.
I was gonna say I don't like. I will admit Jared from Guns and Gadgets has a stronger accent than I do.
Yeah, I would say yes. Yours, I can hear yours with certain words.
Yeah.
And it's but with Jared it's more words. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. That's true. But I can't help me. I don't know. I know it's some kind of racism or something, but it's amusing. It's amusing
wouldn't
to
say
me.
I wouldn't say it's racism. I'd say profiling. I wouldn't say racism.
Profiling. You can call it whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
couple ways
I
to
guess
skin a
it's
cat,
like
you know?
don't New York up my Florida, or don't Massachusetts
Yeah.
up my Florida.
Yeah. Don't
That's
park your
true.
car. Don't park your car over here. I don't know. I love accents, man. I love accents. I can't help but to imitate it. It's just fun,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Lola likes my Bane. You know the new Bane from. Well, I guess that's not the new Bane.
The new Bane.
The old
Bane from-
Batman.
Oh, okay. So
Not the new.
Dark Knight Rises.
Yes, yeah. Dark Knight Rises
Okay, yeah,
Bane.
yes.
Yeah. I have to have something to say. Like I don't know. I can't remember the lines that Bane says. But he does it like, "Welcome to the lifestyles of the locked and loaded." He talks,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should
That-
you should get one of those reproduction masks where like you talk like him, like it's a voice thing. That
Oh,
would be
Hank, you
hilarious.
can 3D print one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the voice.
So the
Yeah.
Ender 3 is
Mhm.
167 right now
What?
on Prime deals.
Really?
Yeah, there's
Ender
a Prime
3?
deal. Ender 3 167.
Ender.
Is it the one with the silent motherboard?
Nah.
Yeah,
Nah,
that's
think
what I
it's
was going
the
to say.
8-bit motherboard.
Yeah, which is the? Because I know there's Ender 3, Ender 3 Pro, or Ender 3 Pro Plus.
Yeah, I don't know all the differences between those. Usually plus means it's larger.
Okay.
The Pro has a couple of other features. I think that comes with either the 32-bit board or the 32-bit silent board. So if you're going to have that around you, the 32-bit silent board is nice. The 32-bit board, I believe, has... you don't have to reflash the firmware, and it has like resume from power off and stuff like that already on.
Okay. Yeah.
So the problem with the 8-bit board is that the software, the Marlin software or firmware on the board, is getting too large to run on the 8-bit board. There's not enough memory for it. So you got to prune some stuff out to make it run on the 8-bit board.
Okay.
So you could flash the firmware on the 8-bit board for power out, restart, that kind of stuff.
And we
You'd have
lost
to-
half the audience right now. We got lost between the 8-bit and the 9-bit board. I don't even know if there was a 9-bit board.
32-bit, come on.
32-bit.
Yeah.
That's a big jump, though, from 8 to 32-bit. That's a big jump.
Yeah, because
On the board.
8 is severe legacy. I guess they had some cheap stuff kicking around.
Yeah, seriously.
Pretty much all microcontrollers now are 32-bit or better.
Yeah, come on. Is there a
So-
128-bit board? Because I feel
No,
like we're
nobody's
past
gone
that.
128. Everything's 64. 64 gets you everything you need.
That's the highest
Oh.
board that you could get.
Yeah, and basically Intel processors, ARM processors, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if 128-bit.
And what kind of price difference does it make if you go up that much in the board?
The board I think is $40.
Oh, okay.
So it's not a heck of a lot of cost, and that's for the 32-bit silent motherboard on the printer.
Okay, there you go. And Cruiseman wants to know, he's got a couple of things. He says, one, I have family members with thicker any accents. There you go. And he says, how much space does one of those 3D printers take up?
You
Depends
saw
on
the
which
one in my office. Yeah, so the Ender 3 and the ANET A8, they take up
I've never
the same
seen your
space.
office, Rich.
So, yeah, good luck. Well, that's about as much of it as you're going to see.
Right. I've
I was
never
going to
seen
say,
it.
you've
The
never,
rest of it-
you've never been down to the huge
No.
compound Southern Command?
No, I have
No.
not been invited, you know.
No, you're always invited. You're so full of it.
Yeah, I've not been invited. He has a prohibition on black people over there.
Yeah.
No.
I've invited Hank a couple of times.
No one who
to
knows
go
how to
like
say
Carson Club.
bodega properly is allowed.
Oh, Lord. Oh,
What, bodega
the
is not
Bogota,
how
the
you're-
Bogita.
Is it Bogota that the first
God.
lady?
Oh, this is the third time. It's bad enough Beto, the fake Mexican O'Rourke, says first year Spanish type things. And now we have, what is it? She went to say Si se padre. Oh, I see, I'm messing it up. And she said like Si se padre or something,
Yeah, which
which
what
means
was she
yes,
trying to
we
say?
can.
Oh, okay.
Si se padre. And there was another time. So there was one in between. But she this is the biggest thing Well, Jill Biden, in any politician, in fact, forget, even if you're not a politician, even if you're a YouTuber,
Right.
just be authentic. Don't stay in your lane. And I don't mean that in a negative way.
Mhm.
Do what you authentically do. Like if Joe started wearing suits and ties, we'd all think Joe was inauthentic. Because Joe doesn't naturally wear a suit and tie, although I've seen some pictures of you,
Yeah,
and
I've
you do
seen
look
him.
sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look
It-
dashing.
Mm-hmm.
But all of these people, it's like Barack Obama with that big shotgun that one time. It looked like it was an 8-gauge shotgun he was shooting to say he's a gun guy. It's like, whoa, wait a second.
Yeah.
Or Joe Biden riding a bicycle that he's never seen before with bicycle clothes he's never seen before. It's like, look, just, get in your wheelchair, roll down the hill.
This
That
is
would
what
be
we're
authentic.
talking about. If anyone wants to know what we're talking about, just to set it up here for a second, I guess Joe Biden, Fox News called it Taco Tuesday. She was doing a speech.
It was
And Jill Biden apologizes for breakfast tacos. I have to go and get exactly what she said because it was a whole messed up.
it was bad. It was if the only thing about Latinos is tacos and burritos, you are a big racist.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Skylar, show me a picture of the dog while holding the dog.
Yeah, while she's holding the dog. There we go.
Sky.
Can they see me?
Hi, Sky.
Yeah, they
Hey,
can
there
see
you go.
So Joe says hi.
Yeah, there you go. I'll put.
Yes.
She's sitting up.
Yeah. So check it out here. Nice interruption from the
They're
daughter.
both cute.
Yeah. So during the speech Monday, here's the thing. Let me see if I could just put it up here on the screen so people could see it. There we go. During her speech Monday, the First Lady told the crowd that the diversity of this community is as distinct as Bogotas of the Bronx, and as beautiful as the blossoms of Miami, which I have no clue what that is, and as unique as the breakfast tacos here in San Antonio is your strength. There you go.
So it doesn't have to do with your
Okay.
intellect or what a rich culture you have in the diversity that you bring to us.
Mhm.
It's burritos, tacos, and bodegas. Hey,
Yeah.
you guys accomplished a lot.
Yeah, which she doesn't know what she didn't know what it was because she didn't say it right. If you're
Yes.
if you're not really familiar with a bodega, I was talking about that somewhere recently on this show.
Right.
Someone
I mean,
was
anybody
asking
from
about
New
a
York
bodega.
knows what a bodega is,
I've
and you've
never
been to
one.
one.
No,
Never been to one.
Well, you're not from New York.
yeah, they don't have bodegas in.
Well, excuse me.
You don't have those little corner stores around your way.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in the sticks, so.
Oh, okay.
But I've been to Boston, and
Mm-hmm.
there's not really bodegas. Really, there's 7-Elevens and shit like that. But
yeah,
I don't know. There could be. I've just never been to one.
Yeah, so a bodega is, like a convenience store with a little Latin flavor.
well,
Or should I say, like the Biden administration, Latinx flavor.
oh yeah, Latinx or what have you. So, the thing is, obviously, bodega is, it's coming from a Spanish word, but bodegas aren't just in the Bronx; they're all over. And one of the things about New York is, not all of them, but a lot of them are open 24 hours. A lot of people in New York, they're in Manhattan, they're in the Bronx, they're in Queens, they're in Brooklyn, they're in Long Island for that matter. And there's a lot of people who, instead of like how, I don't know, maybe, let's say normal people go shopping once a week. How often do you guys go shopping? Once a week?
Once every other week.
Every 2 weeks, something like that?
It's funny. It really depends, but yeah, typically weekly and maybe more often so, because as I come into my neighborhood, I pass a public supermarket. So,
okay. Yeah. That's a hoity-toity bodega. You treat it like a bodega. Because people in New York won't go get their groceries in bulk like that. They'll go like, oh, I need some milk. I'll go down to the bodega.
But, also in Europe, they do the same thing. They don't have
Yeah.
a big refrigerator. They'll buy what they're going to cook for dinner on their way home from work a lot of times in Europe.
Yeah.
And also if you're living in Manhattan or Queens or something like that, it's not like you're driving a car to a supermarket and you push a shopping cart full of groceries to your trunk or SUV and throw it in, because you're probably going to be riding the subway or walking down the sidewalk or riding on a bus. So it's not advantageous to have,
There's supermarkets, though. There's supermarkets. I've lived in the Bronx. I've lived in all those places. And typically I always like having a car, but I would go to the supermarkets even if I didn't have it. You just get a shopping cart, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Put your, shopping cart can take, I don't know, like what, maybe somewhere between 6 and 8 bags, depending on how big it is.
Yeah, but then if you're using
you
public
wheel it home.
transportation.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you just wheel it on the
never
bus.
actually. Yeah, I've never actually been on the been in the city of New York. I've driven through the Bronx once, but like
That's good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've driven through it. I saw it.
Wait, you drove through the Bronx for the first time last December? For Oaks, Pennsylvania?
No, I didn't drive through the Bronx. I went up a little bit. No, when I went to Atlantic City for my buddy's bachelor party.
all right. Yeah.
Okay.
I went through there.
Oh, Atlantic City. That's the hood. That's the hood right there.
Joe, you don't know the Cross Bronx Expressway. Like the Cross Bronx Expressway, pre-turn of the century, you would go by and there would be cars on blocks with nothing left on the side of the road.
Yeah, my dad.
It was pretty amazing.
When my dad told me stories when like they used to drive down to Florida and stuff like that. This is before GPS, so they're reading map books and stuff like that, trying to get down to Florida.
How to get around it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So they got diverted. Yeah, they got diverted through the Bronx, and he's like, "Oh man, we heard gunshots, cars up on blocks. It was like a war zone." And I'm like,
"Well,
yeah."
And that's the thing. It could take you 2 to 3 hours to go that like 5-mile stretch of the Cross Bronx Expressway from like the Frog's Neck or Whitestone Bridge over to the GW.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, at night, 2 a.m., you could be doing that in 3 minutes. Yeah.
I used to live in Castle Hill in the Bronx. Back in the day. And my car, I had this car that at least once a week, someone would smash the window, cut the tire, or do something.
I did almost get killed going over the George Washington Bridge when we were moving my dad down, and some jackwang cut right across into one of the tunnels, and it was like inches from hitting the box truck.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, as everything merges before you go over the bridge westbound,
Yeah, it was not fun.
My least favorite thing about New York City and driving, dude, you hit a pothole, it's like your soul jumps out of your body. You come out of that pothole, your car is wrecked.
Yeah.
Joe, I don't know if you noticed, there are no potholes here in Florida.
Not many.
There's sinkholes, no potholes.
There's
There
a
was
couple.
no
Of, there's a couple of
potholes.
potholes some places.
I will say, Rich, you can attest to this. I-75 can kiss my ass because
Oh God, yeah, Hank, the traffic leaving your house.
Oh man.
Oh,
I thought you guys
The-
stopped and had like dinner or something like that before you got on the road.
my
Now we
dad
got
needed to
gas
stop.
and I grabbed some snack food. Joe and I.
Oh,
just
you just
BS'd
got
a
on the
bit. I'm like,
highway, okay.
you know, I should have got a selfie with Joe. You know,
Do
I
you
missed out
use
on it.
Waze? Do you guys use Waze
Yeah, I
or
use
something?
Waze.
And it didn't
I
warn
don't
you
do
about
it.
the traffic? No, no.
Nah,
traffic?
not until you're like right on top of it. Because realistically,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, the only route for me is I-75.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
same. I did I-75 to 91 to 408, and
yeah.
it took me all through.
Well, because you could
Yeah,
probably where you're getting off, you could probably literally get off of I-75 and then be at where you're going, right?
Yeah, it was. It was rough though.
Yeah,
I
Joe
was
had
like,
more
oh,
options.
Lord.
I really didn't.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was not fun. That was the
that's
only time
that's
I'm like,
all
this-
the New
this sucks.
Yorkers. That's all
Yeah.
the New Yorkers clogging up the highways of Florida.
Yeah,
man.
unless I followed Walter home and then drove east from Tampa, that would
Yeah.
be the only other way because I got to get around Lake Okeechobee.
Right, but I think you could go through Okeechobee. I've done it before. It's kind of hood, but there is a way that you could drive through Okeechobee and get to-
Really?
yeah, it's
That's
really
okay.
hood. You don't want to get
Okeechobee
lost.
I had the
hood?
50 with me.
Yeah, there's places out there. Ask Rich. There's places out there you don't want to get lost. You'd be
I
done.
thought
hell yeah.
Okeechobee
Yeah.
was like the sticks.
It's the hood sticks. We're gonna take a break and come right back and get into that. Walther Arms has been making concealed carry handguns for over 90 years, starting with the PPK. Today, Walther is based in the good old US of A and still builds quality firearms like the PPQ and PDP for personal defense and competition. So when you're in the market, please consider Walther Arms. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Walther Arms. Listen, there's a hood everywhere in case you guys don't know, okay? There's a hood everywhere. There's a ghetto in every corner of this planet. So you can go to England and go to the hood or go to the ghetto. You can
Go zone.
Yeah, you can, there's a bunch of places. But yes, in Florida there are some places that if I was you, I would, move swiftly
I mean,
and
even
surely.
locally, West Palm
What-
Beach,
what do you mean by
there's
that?
neighborhoods.
Because when I lived in West Palm Beach and I think Rich lives in a different part, but we weren't that far. If I was up there, we probably would be at the most maybe 20, 30 minutes away from each other, right?
Yeah.
So when I lived up there, man, those things around Okeechobee, there's some other I can't remember exactly what it's called around there. That's where you would hear about all the big shootouts. All kinds of craziness happening out there. So yeah, it was, people, when you get really remote, there's places where people get bored. Even out here where I live, there's some places where people get bored. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to be in those remote places where people get bored. Someone will go deliverance on you. Yeah.
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 I will say, where I was, my first. So I was down there Thursday night to Monday afternoon, and one day me and my dad we were just kind of hanging out. We went down to this cool nature preserve, and then we were gonna try and go fishing for a little bit. I didn't carry my gun because Florida doesn't recognize my concealed weapons permit, and so we started fishing, and we had this rogue raccoon that just rolled right up on me, and I'm like, I'm not gonna get rabies. And my first thought was, I don't have my gun on me. Oh
Okay.
dear Lord.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it came back, and I looked at my dad, and I'm like, we need to go. I don't have a gun. I'm gonna blast. I would blast this thing if I had it. This thing was getting too close for comfort. I'm not afraid of raccoons. I'm not
Somebody
really
was
afraid of
probably
animals.
feeding it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But here's my thing. I respect nature. I don't. I'm in their house if I'm in the wilderness. I'm not gonna bother them. But if they come up to me, I'm in their house. So I'm trespassing to them.
Yeah. Cruiseman says going through Okeechobee is how you went to Rich's place. So, and by the way, there's some ranges up in Okeechobee. There's there's some I've gone up.
OK Corral and the
Yeah.
Okeechobee Shooting Sports.
Yeah.
I saw the signs for that and then there was Machine Gun USA. I don't know if that's in Okeechobee, but
That's in Orlando.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
it
why
is?
would you
Oh.
go to Machine Gun USA when Walter's there at Hank's?
Yeah,
That, honestly,
you had
like,
Machine Gun USA over here, and
I
make
was
sure.
blessed.
Yeah,
I can't thank you guys enough
yeah.
because that was like the highlight of
Make
like
sure
being
you
down
cash
there.
app us. I'm still waiting for. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you
I
didn't
know,
pay the
dude,
toll
I
as you
would.
got onto Hank's property?
I will. I'll Venmo you
No,
guys whatever
no,
you need. I
no,
don't know,
no,
it's
no.
expensive.
Nah, Walter had a good time. Walter enjoys like seeing people, shooting stuff like that they've. I don't know. Some of those things you've never shot before, right? Or all of those things you never shot?
I've shot a semi-automatic sten at the gunmakers match I competed in.
Yeah.
One of the guys that competed actually built one, and it was cool.
Okay.
But even Richard Hoffman was like, "You need to shoot a full auto."
Oh yeah.
Like really cool to shoot but it freaked me out because it didn't have any had no front sight. So like when I'm trying to shoot, like my biggest fear is like, okay, I'm trying to get every bullet in the berm, and when it's full auto, and I'm like, oh god, did a bullet go over the berm? Oh, and like I called Rich, and like I was like freaking out because I want to be as respectful as possible and safe as possible. So, and he's like, oh yeah, dude, don't worry, the field behind there, you're good. Like don't worry about it. But like that gun was so fun to shoot, and then the MP5 is like my love. Like
I'm looking to see if you put any of this up. You didn't put any of this up on.
Not yet. No.
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm slacking so much.
Okay.
I've been.
Maybe Rich has it up. Let me.
Okay. I got it on shorts on YouTube. So if you look at my shorts.
Yeah, I got. I'll throw it up on my phone right here. I have it.
Oh, you've got it on your shorts on YouTube. Okay, remember I'm not on my phone, so. Let me see. I got to go look at YouTube Shorts. Hold on.
It's Flying Rich, and if you look at my content there.
Flying Rich. Okay, hold on. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Ooh, Joe's shooting the sten.
Yep.
The Frankenstein.
Hold on.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
God. This was like I can't.
You can't push play. There it is.
Yeah, go sideways on your phone. What happens if you go sideways? Boom! There you go. It's bigger.
Yeah, and then even Walter made a little appearance. So this is going to be going up as a full video.
Oh, cool.
And then I got
Well, that's nice camera work. Who was your cameraman, Joe?
I don't know. Some dude that wore flip flops.
Some crazy. Yeah, exactly. You know why, Rich? By the way, let me see. I'm searching for Rich's YouTube right now. Boom, there you go. So let's see. What do you say? It was shorts. Oh, here you go.
Yep.
No, that wasn't here.
Oh no, that's my backyard. Keep going. There you are.
There you go.
I see. There's one.
Is this one? Okay. Yep. I don't know. You're putting up shorts with people's license plates in it.
Well, I'm just showing, Walter's car,
the license plates. Oh,
Patrick's
very nice.
car.
I'm sure there's
and then
deep appreciation
Joe's dad's truck. So I did look at Walter's car, Patrick's car, Joe's car, and then the ambulance. I'm like, and Hank's car.
I still think that's kind of cool. You have an ambulance out on the range, like that was like.
It's an. It's an ambulance body. It's the body. It's not the full thing.
Now, is it just like a storage unit where you put like?
Yeah, it's just like a shed. We just use it as like a storage shed. It's got good insulation in it, Ambulances make good if you want to do, some kind of like overlanding vehicle or whatever, or a camper or something like that. They're pretty good because they have good insulation in them. So, the craftsmanship on them is pretty good.
Well, does it hold up water? Because I know we kind of got rained out.
No, it's waterproof except for the windows. One of my kids shot out the windows, but I make them go out there and seal back up the windows. What's that stuff that came from Florida? Is it Flex Seal? I think the company
is that Flex Seal. Yeah.
Yeah, so I make them go out there and Flex Seal it up. Every time Flex Seal comes out with new stuff, I'm always making them go test it on that thing. But yeah, it's waterproof, man. You could close it up and everything. Yeah, that body is all aluminum. So one of these days, I guess I could trade it in for some money. But
you can get some scrappers and just you could probably get some wafer aluminum go like sky high, and there you go.
Yeah.
That and the giant air conditioning unit.
Yeah, that's steel, I think, right?
I still
That's
think
steel,
it was
yeah.
funny when the thunder and lightning happened and Babyface was just like, I'm out. I'm done. Do you know what the rapture is?
Yeah, we were all standing. If anyone who looks at my channel, when we're shooting, there's this big, looks like a box kind of metal thing behind us. That's
almost looks like a cargo container.
Yeah. That's a big air conditioning duct. And we were standing in there because it was pouring rain.
And then lightning.
Yeah, and a little bit. Look, we didn't see anything come down really around us. I'm pretty sure that thing was grounded, man. There was steel down there. As long as you don't touch the walls, you'll be fine, you know?
No, you're touching the walls. But your feet are...
Yeah. If you're wearing shoes...
Flip-flops?
You got some kind of rubber. That's
shoes.
rubber. That's rubber. You're insulated.
Yeah, you're good.
It's literally a Faraday cage. It has to be. Come on.
Right?
That thing has to be a Faraday cage. I don't have pictures or anything to share with you guys, but if you look at the channel...
It was really fun, though. Plus that flamethrower that we shot, too. I've never shot one of those. I've always wanted to, and I was like, oh, man. I remember when I came home, I was like, hey, Dad, sorry, I just kind of stole your truck all day. Here's a consolation prize, and I handed him 250 BMG shells, and my dad's not really a gun guy, so when I put the shells on the counter, he was like, what the hell is that? And I'm like, oh, that's a 50.
Yeah, there you go. Rich has got, man, you know what? Damn it, that is what I just remembered. That's what I forgot to do. I was going to jack Rich up for some of his 50.
Yeah, no, he came in heavy. He was rolling heavy with 50.
Man, Rich had, is that your only was that your only one of those little 50 cal metal?
Yeah, it's like
boxes?
150 rounds.
Okay. Yeah, I should have got some of those. You know?
But in reality, how fast do you think you're gonna go through 150 rounds of 50 BMG? Like,
yeah, not
That okay?
How many rounds did we shoot? How many rounds? No, you don't. I don't think you go through that fast. How many rounds?
I don't think we shot 10 rounds.
Yeah,
if that. Yeah,
I think maybe Rich.
I get nervous
Rich maybe did 10, and Walter maybe did 10. Right? I think maybe.
I don't even think I shot 10 on my own. I think between Walter and I, if both of us together shot 20 rounds, it was a lot.
Yeah, I think you guys are somewhere a little bit over that, but yeah, you really shouldn't be going through that. I was still gonna tax Rich for some of his ammo though, because Rich, knowing that we were gonna be burning that, which Babyface also has video up of that thing. I should go see. He's got video.
Oh, he's got video of burning the pile there.
Yeah, Babyface put some video up there, and
you have a short of it too. Rich.
Yeah, let's
I
see
did put a short of that?
Yeah, so this is from Babyface right here that's playing. So these guys knew we were going to burn some stuff. Well, I don't know if Joe knew, but Rich definitely knew there was going to be work going on. And Rich shows up in flip-flops so he doesn't have to do anything.
Well, I actually planned on bringing sneakers with me. And
Rich. Sure, Rich.
I forgot them on the way out.
Yeah, sure. But there you go. That thing was awesome. It doesn't last that long.
Yeah, guess who's the only... That's what they always say. Guess who's the only guy that didn't work the flamethrower that day?
Yeah.
Was I disqualified because of the flip-flops? Was that it?
Did you want to work the flamethrower?
It wasn't a big deal. Watching you guys have fun with it was good enough.
Your toes are too beautiful to accidentally get crisp.
That too. There was a little bit of leakage from the flamethrower, and I'd be worried about crisping my toes. So. Yeah,
man. I hate to see it happen to you. So it's not. I mean, we're laughing, but it wouldn't be funny. So, but yeah, it was fun. Did you guys have fun? I had a good time.
That made Florida for me because I've always every time I come down, I never want to come back because I just have so much fun and just someplace I really want to be. And knowing the fact I got to hang out with you guys and just have a really fun day. I was and I've dealt with the rain now. I've dealt with the high humidity. I'm
glad Rich invited you. I didn't know you were in town.
Yeah, I didn't want to impose.
That's okay. Rich imposed for you.
Yeah. Well,
that's Rich's superpower.
Well, when he told me, I was like, dude, I don't want to be that guy. Like,
No, it's cool.
Make sure Hank's okay with it. And he's
Absolutely.
like, yeah, dude, it's fine. You know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. And I kept asking, I was like, are you sure? I don't want to be rude. And he's like,
no, it wasn't an issue. Did I give you a hard time, Rich? I just said, yeah, I'm going to put him to work when he gets down here. But then I did it. Did I though?
You said more guys to do yard work. Yeah.
No, well, you guys didn't. You guys didn't do. Did you do some yard work?
I burned some stuff.
Oh, you did. You burned some stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah, Rich is the only one who got away without doing anything, because I know Lolo was cursing those damn flip flops. You know.
Well, I was getting bit by the fire ants also.
Yeah, Rich was. You were trying to game the system, Rich.
Those bugs, man. Yikes.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, good God.
But I'll tell you what, the round trip, I left my house around 6 a.m. First 90 minutes, I don't think my speedometer saw double digits. I was like in the triple digits the whole time. Mm-hmm. And then that was the best part of the day, driving at least. I'm like, that's it. I'm done. I'm getting my I got to do my biannual flight review and a medical, and I'll rent a Cessna and fly next time. I am not driving that again.
Really?
Yeah,
you're just gonna land right in the hacienda,
Yeah, how many hours was it, Rich? Each way? What was it, like 4?
So, I stopped at Okahumpa for about 30 minutes. So I would have made it there in the morning in 3.5 hours, and it took like 4.5 hours on the way back, and that's without stopping.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, it took me like 2 hours and 45 minutes to go where I was, and then it took me about just under 4 hours to get home from all the traffic, but it was a nice ride.
Yeah.
It depends on what you drive. So I'm driving a stick, and if you're driving something automatic, or if like my wife's car where it self drives, I mean, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was really
driving a clutch is a pain in the ass in traffic.
Yeah, and stop and go, yeah, for sure. But anywhere you go in Florida, anytime I go somewhere here, unless it's Gainesville is somewhere between 30 and 45 minutes to get there, which is not really that bad. But anywhere else I go in Florida, man, it's either somewhere between 2.5 to 3 hours, or it could be more than that. I think to go from here to the Keys is like 12 plus hours or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. At least 12.
Rich, when you and I went to Iraq Veteran last year, that was what. It took us like 5 hours just to get out of Florida. Like it was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was a long ass ride.
Yeah, it takes for me to go north and get out of Florida from where I'm at. It's at least like 3.5 hours or something to get out.
Yeah. I think you're
around 3. Yeah.
That one range. So the 1 year that they did Iraq Veteran at another range was actually just north of Hank. Hank could have been there in like 3-4 hours.
Okay. Yeah.
Would have been no big deal.
Yeah. You need a helicopter, man. That's what I see someone saying.
Right.
42 Chills says take the chopper.
Now, can you fly a helicopter with your pilot's license, or do you have to have a different license?
No. You need a rotary wing add-on. So all of the language, the communication, the navigation, all of that stuff's the same. A lot of the rules are the same. Helicopters, there's no minimum altitudes. And stuff like that. So, of course, you got to watch out for terrain. But I could do a rotary wing add-on, but renting and flying helicopters is more expensive than airplanes. So probably nothing I'm gonna do.
You can buy. There's a helicopter you can buy for like $40,000.
Yeah, I'm not flying a Mosquito.
20 something to. You can come on, Rich. Come on.
Yeah, but I am not. What is it? The regen is what it's really. It's why it's so expensive to own one.
When you say regen, what do you mean?
Yeah,
like the maintenance,
Oh, okay.
Schedule.
Yeah, well, so the rotor head is fairly complex. When you think about an airplane, literally my airplane, it's a hunk of wood bolted onto the crankshaft. That's what makes the airplane go. So a helicopter with the swash plate and the rotor head and then the shaft going to the tail rotor and then 90-degree drive back there, there's a lot of mechanical components on that. So there's a lot that needs to be inspected and made sure it's working right. So you got to be on top of that. Jet helicopters are actually simpler than piston engine, typically. And there was a helicopter. I don't know if they still fly them, build them, but it was what they call the NOTAR, and it used the Coanda effect across a tail boom. So it had a tail boom, and it was ducting some of the exhaust from the gas turbine engine and changing the flow of the air. So the downwash, they would change how much of the downwash curved around the boom using the Coanda effect. For all of you aerodynamicists out there, I'm sure you're
I was going to say, you're losing me.
Whatever, Rich. Yeah,
I'm
whatever.
thinking like it's Florida.
Yeah. So
I'll get a fan.
Get a Harrier jump jet. That's all you need.
Right. So basically, it was a helicopter with no tail rotor. It had a boom, but no tail rotor. So there's less moving parts. So it was really cool that way.
Just get listen. I've seen people using what is it called? What's those parachutes with the same
powered parachute?
Yeah, the same flat fan blade as a
Yeah, I'm not going the way of the king of random.
Oh, what, the wingsuits?
No, it's not a wingsuit.
No, not the wingsuit.
It has what's
that I might try.
What's that thing they used to skim across, like
Yeah, the powered parachute. It was. Yeah, that's in aviation. There's different classes. You know, people with jet helicopters, jet aircraft, piston aircraft.
Yeah.
And then the lowest class is people flying ultralights.
This is just like an airboat. It's just like an airboat, Joe. It's basically a smaller than an airboat. It's like a seat and a big airboat fan, and then and it has like that parachute. What is that called?
Oh,
Rich?
okay.
Yeah, it's a powered parachute.
Is it like a paraglider?
Paramotor? Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah. I don't know if it's a paraglider.
So
I'll get a fan boat anyway and just go all through.
Piston engine airplane pilots and owners are, just a step above these guys. We say friends don't let friends fly lawn furniture. So
I'd fly that all day long. I would.
You could make those, man.
You're scared of flying.
I'm getting used to it.
We're coming right back. We're coming right back.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like High Point Firearms and Full Forge Gear, bags and gear for everyday life. Did you know High Point is an American family-owned and operated company located in Ohio with over 30 years of manufacturing experience? High Point is proud to be the home of the working man's gun and your source for affordable handguns and carbines with a lifetime warranty. So when you're in the market, please consider High Point.
Yeah, so here we go. This is what I was talking about right here.
Yeah, those things.
Like these. Come on, Rich. You could build one of these, Rich. You could do it. I feel like you could do it.
You don't need anything to fly that. You just need a wheelbarrow for your nuts.
Yeah, here's the thing, Rich. Here's all I want to do. Simple thing when you get this. Here's what I want to do. I'm going to take out a policy on you that I'm the beneficiary.
You just need the one my wife has?
You just need to sign off on it.
Call Aflac and get it. You can get a short-term disability and a short-term life. If he doesn't wear a seatbelt and gets ejected, you get automatically $40,000.
Look, check out this one, man. This one has like an extra big gas tank.
You're actually, those things are limited by weight, fuel, and speed. So, those things are like the sailboat of aviation for the most part.
Like that movie Fly Away Home, where the Canadian girl flew the Canadian geese down to like wherever. The Canada geese. I'd be all about that, and that would be like the best.
You're scared of flying. Why?
I'm getting used.
How
to
can
it.
you tell me that?
Used to it. It's just they're cool as hell.
All right. Next time you're down, I'm taking you flying.
Okay. Then again, I'm the guy that wanted to buy a Honda Grom, and everyone was just like, "What are you doing? Like, you can't fit on a Honda Grom." And I was kind of upset because I realized the weight limit was. I exceeded the weight limit, and I was really bummed because they're really cool motorcycles.
What is the thing on a Grom? I thought the Grom could take
I think it's 310.
Oh, okay.
310. I kind of exceed that a little bit, so it's like
you gotta start. You gotta start working out, man. If you just go outside in Florida and do some jumping jacks.
Oh God, dude. I was sighting in my rifle, so like from my front of my yard to the back of my yard, it's like 100 yards. And just carrying that around, it's not too easy. But
The 50.
I was breaking out in a sweat. Yeah, I 3D printed a little thing for the back of the laser because it actually wasn't long enough to fit past the muzzle brake on the 50.
Okay, cool.
So
Yeah.
I came up with an idea for that, and I threw that on just to
That was a serious workout we had that day when you guys are here. I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure that I lost some weight just being out there, and then as soon as you guys left, I went and just ate everything I could possibly.
Ate everything Lola made for you?
No, man. No, Lola wasn't trying to hear it. I like every single snack that I saw in front of me, I was like, I'm just going to sit down.
I pounded some mac and cheese when I got home, and I was just like,
yeah.
I sat on the couch. Me and my dad watched. The FX had like a MCU marathon because they have that new Thor movie coming out.
Oh, Lord.
I watched them. Yeah, I don't know. I hear it's like it's kind of woke. Like I was kind of bummed out when I heard that the new Jurassic Park was kind of like social.
Everything is woke
warrior.
Now. Everything's woke.
Yeah, it bums me out.
I heard the new Jurassic Park was so bad. It's like don't bother.
I heard.
Yeah.
I did watch the new Spider-Man on my flight home, and that it was okay. Like it was.
Sure.
Those things are cool.
Someone was telling you. Yeah, someone was talking about these.
Yeah, that was ADRX 80XR 920. Channel member, by the way. I'm very nice dude.
Yeah, so that's R44 Robinson. I mean, it's a piston engine 4-seater, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, I think that's what Patrick, when he did that helicopter shooting from the helicopter, that's what he was in.
Yeah. There's a place close to me that makes something like that. I think it's a little bit cheaper,
I think
probably lighter than that. Yeah.
No, I think Robinson, there's a Mosquito also, which is a single-seat helicopter. And they actually have a gas turbine version of that.
Yeah. I'm good by car, man. Honestly. That's what I like about the van. If I'm going someplace, like if I'm on I-75 and there's a bunch of traffic, I'll just pull into a rest stop or something and just go to sleep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
I'll just pull in, go to sleep.
Yeah, but you just click on the AC unit, boom,
Mm-hmm.
boom, boom, and
just want to show this off because we are in Gorn. But
yes,
we're
look
in
at
the
you
Gorn
trying to be
section.
organized, Joe. What's the matter with you?
Hey, this is my M&P 1.0. We're building this up on the channel. I just added the Apex flat face trigger, and I was surprised. I did this on 4th of July, and I was really surprised.
How is that? How is that trigger? It looks good. I like how it looks.
Dude, this trigger is freaking amazing. So it's clear for everyone that wants to know.
Mm-hmm.
So this has a magazine disconnect, so I don't feel like putting the mag in because it's a hot mag.
Mm-hmm.
But the reset, you could barely feel it. But the sear housing on this one is different from traditional sear housings on other ones. Your sear spring that you got to install is not the right size, so the only thing I don't have out of this kit is the sear spring. But I got the new Apex sear in there.
Is that mass compliant? Is that what's going on?
It's not. Well, that's the thing. I can change out my triggers, but they have to leave the FFL mass compliant. So this had like a 12-pound trigger pull.
Mm-hmm.
The 1.0s had like the worst mass compliant triggers. This does have a thumb safety, which I'm not that big a fan of on this particular gun, but I have other guns with thumb safeties, and it's like, hey, my safety's between my ears, so it's just.
Well, that's the thing. Like you're talking about, I'm going to show this for a second. So this is my this is the high point I was showing you guys, and in the beginning of the show, I was doing this. That freaking locks the whole slide.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if you guys can see it. See right there?
That gun is not mass compliant.
Why is this not? What?
I don't know. The carbines are, but the pistols for some reason it's like a weight thing. They don't weigh enough. I don't know.
But if they're older, if they're older than a certain date, then they are, right? Or no, not at all.
No, I don't know. I when it came to high points, I
don't understand. And they're 10 rounders too. It's not okay.
Yeah. I think it has something to do with what it's made out of and like the actual weight of the pistol unloaded, which goes into their compliance rules. But it's a bunch of BS.
Yeah. One thing I would say. So obviously, like High Point sponsors the show. High Point and full forge gear that you guys could see down there. But I mean, this gun, even though I think I bought this for like $50-$60, it works. It's accurate.
Yeah, I've always wanted one. I got rid of my 45 ACP carbine because I was just trying to pay some bills, and I sold that thing like real quick at the shop. And the carbines are awesome. I would love to get another carbine. I just gotta get on it and just buy one because they're so fun. I have no pistol caliber carbines anymore, so I gotta get at least one. So.
Yeah, there's some good kits out there. We're going to go to Rich here in a second. ADXR20 says, Mass is so stupid, the trigger has to be crap, but don't worry, you can change the trigger weight yourself. Yep. All these
do it all the time.
Yeah, all these laws are real dumb. What are you showing off, Rich? What are you showing off here?
Oh, speaking of carbines, Joe, did you shoot this? You shot this, right?
Yes, that gun is actually really fun to shoot.
This gun was great, yeah. We have a video that's going to be coming out as soon as I can edit it. Which
So that's the Invader Zip Arc 9. I brought that out, and we all shot that. And talk about heavy guns. I got my Polymer 80 10 mil. So this, oh my gosh, it feels like you got a fully loaded mag in it when there's no mag in it.
What's the weight?
I'm always shocked.
What was the weight? Did you weigh the difference between that and a regular 9 that you've done?
I haven't weighed it, but holy cow, it feels. It's stupid heavy. It's all in the barrel and the slide.
I miss my 10 millimeter. I wish I didn't sell my 10 millimeter.
Man, you're selling everything, man.
I had to pay some bills.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah, I know how it is, man.
But like that 10 mil, it hurt. I got like for a Gen 2, I got a stupid price on it, so like I couldn't complain. I sold it for like $900.
Yeah, it hurts. I remember when I first started doing this YouTube gun stuff, man, and I had to sell things. Hurt me every time. Like I sold my 5.7 pistol, my PS90. Man, it hurts.
Did you sell your RFB?
Yeah, I sold one to Baby.
So that's the dog, and I guess they photoshopped.
That's a violation.
Glasses and shoes.
Okay. Yeah. I wound up getting it back, but yeah, man, I hated that stuff. By the way,
you got it back? Oh, hell yeah!
Well, no, I have a 5.7 pistol. I don't have a PS90. I am gonna get one. I'm making plans. Yeah, I know.
No, I said the RFB. I thought you had the.
No, I had two RFBs, and I sold one to Babyface, and then Babyface sold it and didn't tell me, and otherwise I would have just bought it back.
But he's never done anything like that before, though, right?
Oh, Babyface. Of course not. Yes, he does. He absolutely. Every single day. Did you guys see? I haven't had a chance to look at the video, but I saw Collion Noir has a new video out, and FN put out a new 5.7 pistol. Did you guys see this?
Yes, the MDX, or is it M?
Yeah. What is that? Let me see.
It's like a 5.7 that's optics ready, I think.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
And you know me. If it's 5.7, I need it.
Yeah. You don't like it?
I've shot the FN 5.7, and I've shot the Ruger 5.7. I prefer the Ruger 5.7 for some reason. I like it. The FN 5.7 is cool, but I don't know. There's just something about it. It's just the
Ruger. I'll tell you, for the money, the Ruger is a really nice 5.7. I actually haven't shot the PSA 5.7. I saw it at SHOT Show.
Oh, okay. It's nice. I like the PSA a little bit better than the Ruger one, which I know is kind of weird. They do look a lot alike. Yeah. Go ahead.
So for $499, you can get the PSA. For $560, get it with an optics cut. And the one they were showing at SHOT Show had a threaded barrel also, but the one that recently went on sale at PSA did not have the threaded barrel.
Yeah, that high power, by the way, very nice. I shot those.
I can't wait. I think we're getting some of those in. I'm so excited.
Yeah. I'm trying to find, what the hell is it called? What is the new...
It's MDX or MDR.
The new FN 5.7 thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even see it.
And
on
like
here.
I like FN guns. Like
Mhm.
there's certain guns. Like the only gun that FN makes, I think, is like the dumbest thing in the world, and I
I'm gonna
shit
search
on it all the
Coleona.
time. Is the FN 503. I think that's the stupidest and most ugliest and most
Right.
uncomfortable pistol on God's green
Mhm.
earth. Like I hate that more than a car CM9. That's how mad. Like that gun bothers me. But
Mhm.
everything else FN makes, I really enjoy. Like I love the 509.
Mhm.
And the 509 Edge, I'd rather get a Legion, but like it's a good gun for what it is. Like I like their pistols. It's just
Mhm.
the 503 is just sucks.
I'm gonna see if I can get this to play here, which I can't for some reason. It's not playing the video. Come on, play the video. It's so weird. It won't play any of the video here. It won't let me. Won't let. I don't know why it won't let it show here. But anyway, I know Noir has a video up of it if you guys want to check it out, and
Well,
see what
good
it
for
is.
him.
Yeah. Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. The
I'm
FN
not
57
jealous.
MRD you know.
MRD. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not.
Listen,
I'm only a little jealous. You know,
yeah, he put a lot of work in. You know, you got to put the work in.
Hey, he put the
Yeah,
work
so.
in. You know, good for him.
Mhm. What is it? FN 57 MRD. There we go. Let's see if I can get
Well,
some. There we go. There.
a new gun that I'm really excited. I'm hoping I'm trying to work with the company to try is Matrix Arms. They're out of New Hampshire.
Mhm.
They're making the MX-19. It's an aluminum frame, all aluminum frame Glock
Clock,
19.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's really cool. I've been trying to get them on the podcast, and hopefully I can get one in for T&E. But like, it is a cool ass gun. The concept of it comes optics ready with all the slide cuts. But
Yeah. Now I
my
haven't.
whole thing is,
Go ahead.
what is it?
Mhm.
What is the new FN coming in at? Because I know FN 57s are
I'm
like
trying.
$1,200.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what the price is here. But basically, correct me if I'm wrong here, Rich. It just looks like it's the same kind of
Pretty much.
frame, but it has a metal slide. Not as plastic as what the original was, and then it's optic
Right.
ready. It has
Mm-hmm.
a different kind of stippling, I guess, and
You want me
I'm
to grab
trying.
the original?
What is
Yeah,
it cut for?
let's see. I'm trying to see exactly. I guess MRD
Because
stands for Mount Red Dots or something like that.
yeah. Well, here's the thing too. Like, if my whole thing is, if you're gonna get a gun that's optics ready, give it the Armory platform. There's some guns out there
Yeah.
that come cut for like
It says
a
compatible with
vortex.
most common optic footprint. So
Oh, okay. So it probably has plates and stuff like that. But there are some guns that come like, cut for a vortex, or they're only cut for Meprolite or whatever, or they're
yeah,
cut for Delta Point. Ooh. I think that's the gun I shot. I shot your gun, Rich, when we were at Eric Veteran.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, actually,
I don't
this
see.
in
I
the
don't see a
TS90.
price on here. I don't see a price on here. So I don't know if there are prices out there yet. So let me see if I could just put in price on it, and we'll see what it's going for.
I'm looking it up.
Uh,
Let's see.
Are you gonna try the new Sig 10mm Legion?
who me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a super fan of 10mm at this point. Not yet. It's cool.
Sacrilege.
I'm not a super.
Sacrilege.
I'll rather have 5.7 to be honest with you. That's my.
I get that.
Yeah, that's my honest thing about it. I like if I'm gonna
You
have
can
a
have them
weird.
both.
Yeah, if I'm gonna have a weird round, I'll just go with the 5.7.
Okay, so I'm looking online. I found a price. It's $11.99.
Okay.
If they're gonna I'm glad 5.7 is starting to become a lot more like well known,
Mhm.
and like people are starting to make guns in 5.7. I personally would like to see a 5.7 in like an AR-7, like a Henry Survival Rifle, or
Mhm.
like a Ruger PC carbine.
Mhm.
Like that would be a cool gun to have, or even a sub 2K in 5.7. That would be like really cool.
Yeah, I think people have always asked for that.
Well,
I mean,
they
they have the PMR. Keltec has that PMR, right? The little
22
lightweight
Magnum,
pistol.
yeah.
The 22 Magnum. If they made a 5.7 version of that, jeez, I could see people buying the living daylights out of that thing.
Oh, I'd buy
Yeah.
that in a heartbeat.
The ammo is the thing. The ammo is the thing. The ammo needs to be easier to get out there.
Instead of a buck around.
Yeah,
I was gonna
that's the
say
big
it's
thing.
like what for a box of 50? It's like $60.
Yeah. So 80XR 920 says, I would love to get my hands on that gun. It would go nicely with my X5 Legion. The Legion is built off the P320, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did anyone, and Joe might not know about this because I don't think you're into 3D printing yet, Joe. Rich,
Really, no.
are there any P320 like models out there for any of that stuff? Like the
Yes.
Legion? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I miss my one of those. I need to get one.
Now, was yours SBR or?
No, the next one I get will be though.
Yeah, we sell them at work. We
Yeah.
actually have probably 3 or 4 of them in stock.
Yeah. And I was talking to FN about they only sell black. You can't get any. You
FDE
can't.
or
Yeah, you
Serious?
can't. No, you have to get black, and then you have to go somewhere and get it. You have any
Why would
color you
an
want.
FDE? Why would you want an FDE?
As long as you
Gross.
pay for it.
I don't know. I would probably want green. I like green. I like the OD green.
I do urban gray or
Gray?
cobalt gray. Those are cool.
That's not bad.
I,
What's your
I'm not an
problem? What's
FDE
your
fan.
problem with FDE, man?
It's gross.
Why you think
It's
it's
like
like
when
it
you-
looks like poop? Looks like baby
Yeah, it's
poop.
like if you get, it's like when you get that text from someone that's not a iPhone user, you get that gross green text. Like I get that. I'm just like, it's gross.
Oh.
I've got an iPhone.
You know what? I didn't know that Joe was an elitist, Rich.
I am.
Yep.
Pinkies up. I listen. I went to Apple, and I'm never going back. I'm on a brand new MacBook Pro with the M1 chip.
Are we done Gorning? We can't be done
No,
Gorning.
we can
gotta
still
show
go,
this.
Gorn. Look, okay, go ahead. You show that. We've got a couple seconds. What is it? Explain it for the people that are on
So-
audio.
This is a G34 Bullpup, originally designed by Control Pew, and Alex kind of brought me into the alpha program of it. I kind of remixed it a little bit, beefed it up in this area here, lengthened the trigger a little bit, because one of the things when I was doing early shooting is the link from the trigger to the actual Glock trigger wasn't long enough. So I did that. I added this brace on the back. It definitely seems to operate better when you have it tucked in your shoulder.
Yeah.
So,
We're gonna take a
I'll
quick
be right
break.
back. I gotta go.
Yeah,
I
we're
gotta
gonna
get
take
a
a quick.
gun. Hold on.
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break here anyway and be right back.
With Armslist, you can shop the extensive list of local and nationwide firearms classified, now with more confidence because of their built-in firewall. For only $6.99 a month for personal use, or $30 a month for business vendors, so when you're in the market, please consider Armslist. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Armslist.
Yeah, by the way, just so you guys know, on Utreon here, I could do profit sharing. So any money that is given, 33% of it goes to Joe at Shooting Gallery NE, which is on Utreon. You guys should go follow him on Utreon. And the same thing with Flying Rich. He's here on Utreon. You guys should go follow him as well. And Brian Quick says 2008 called and they want their FDE back. I like FDE. Come on. Some people don't do it right, and so for example, the FN pistol, there's 2 different colors or whatever on there, but I still like it. I like mine. I'm happy with it.
So,
Okay.
ADXR 920 asked if I ever got my MUP1 built, and I'm like, yes, I did. We did a full build series on this. This is my MUP1 from JST Supply. We got their Patmos Revelation slide. I got a Holosun 407 X2.
That looks good.
And we got the Cobalt P80 grip module. And I have, unfortunately, it's a pinned 20 round
Is
mag.
that drop free? Are you getting drop free out of that? Let me see. Okay, pretty good. That's pretty. Did you do anything with it, or it was good like that?
It was good just like that. I didn't have to do anything with the drop. The only thing was with mine is my trigger. When I go, and again, clear. When I go to press it, so there's a little bit of take up, and I really have to there's a wall, and I really have to press it to click.
Okay.
So I was talking to Babyface, and he's like, "Yeah, you might need to just kind of hone the inside of the control unit a little bit more."
I noticed that mine that I have, now that's a Sig mag, but I use what's the hell are those? What's the name of those see-through mags? And they don't drop free, but they don't drop free
God,
in the
no.
they don't drop free in the P80, but they do in the Sig, you know, in the Sig frame. They drop. So I think they're fine, but for some reason in my P80 frame they don't drop free out of it. So I don't think it's the mags.
Is that an ETS mag?
Is it ETS that makes a clear one? I'm going to do a video
Yeah,
on it. I've
I
just
agree.
been messing around with it. D-Stan says, I love FDE, but something about Black Rifle. There you go. And then he does this. He does this. Something about the Black Rifle is so beautiful. There you go. You know, it's just like those, you know, those black big booty chicks, man. If you're a booty guy, you can't do better than
Upside
that.
down and twerking.
Some
Yeah.
people have to get you know, surgeries and stuff like that, you know. Some there's some girls that have it naturally, you know. They got a little bit of flavor in them. Okay, listen, I did want to go back for a second to that bullpup Glock, Rich. Yeah. So we do have a video coming out on this. So we shot the one that Rich put together, and we also shot the one that Babyface put together. That was fun.
Yeah,
All of us shot it.
He was not excited. He was not thrilled to shoot.
Oh, boy.
his. He was afraid. He was afraid to shoot his.
Patrick was like during the video, "I can't believe you're making me talk."
He already
about this."
disassembled that thing. But I think, you know, listen, I think there's going to be better versions and stuff like that, but his didn't
Yes.
work that great. Now, yours with the stock, I think, worked better, but did you
Yes.
do some other stuff to make yours work better, or?
No, Patrick printed the same files as I had, so he did the same print as I did, and actually I did a quick print, so he actually did a slow print. So if anything, my print's worse.
Yeah, yours was separating a little bit.
Yeah, like right here, you
Yeah.
might be able to see like if I flex it a little.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
that's not critical. So
Yeah, I think it's a good video. I haven't put it together, but I think it's a good video because, you know, some of the 3D printing stuff, you could just do it, put it together, like that carbine that you have, that 9mm carbine. It's a good looking gun and it works great. Everyone that was shooting that thing was just like, I was shooting at
the
the ransom.
Invader zip gun, yeah.
Yeah, I was shooting at the ransom, if you notice, and the only reason I was when I missed, I only missed because of my hold. Like I was, you know, I was standing up and shooting at it, and I was hitting it most of the time. So,
Oh yeah,
Like a
and
back
I set
gun?
that up with the stupid laser at like 20 yards. So that's dead nuts on. I couldn't believe how accurate that was.
yeah. What was that? What
Yeah.
was that, Joe?
I was gonna say, because 3D printing in mass, it's like you can, but within 7 days of it being a functional firearm, you have to register it with the state and put a serial number and all that stuff on it. So that I don't want to deal with all that crap. So like with the ARC, if that was like a legit gun that like I didn't have to deal with the registration stuff of it, of building it myself, I'd buy that gun in a heartbeat. Like,
Oh, it's awesome.
that is
There you go. Yeah,
that is
it's-
a cool gun.
It's very cool. And Rich, I don't even think you're not even really done, Rich. Are you going to do some different prints of this, or what's your plan?
Yeah,
with that?
well, you know what it is. I've learned more about how to print it, so I actually let's see.
You're working.
I
on
have-
Oh, there we go.
Another one right here, and the detail on it is so much better. You know, a couple of different printing techniques that I figured, you know, other people, you know, like Invader Zip that designed it, he'd be like, of course you do it that way. But there are things I did that really improved the print quality.
Let's see. Can I see
So
the other
I-
one? Can I see almost a side by side with the other one?
Yeah. So
I mean, I think
let's
this
show
looks
you the
good. I think this
cartoon
looks
for it.
good too. Yeah.
And
The only
I
thing is,
just
can you
dropped
get it to the point where it's not where you can get it to actually like the charging handle? You don't have to slap it forward. You can just kind of like pull back. and
Yeah,
forth.
that's a little. There's like 4 different options for the charging handle. You could actually use like a Home Depot door latch. Let's see. Do I have to do it like that? Where are we gonna see?
I mean,
So
I think I can only.
This one is so much better.
Yeah, so the new one that you're printing is less reflective than the old one. That's what I can see from here, and obviously, over video and stuff like that, it's not going to be as easy.
Yeah, I think it depends on the angle. Mm-hmm. So the lowers are slow printed, and they're going to be a little more reflective. They're going to have a little bit more sheen. Mm-hmm. The upper, I did a fast print on because it's a compressive member, so it doesn't need any strength.
Okay.
So that's why the upper is dull.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a couple of components. So all of this brace area is slope printed, and so that's why it has a glossy sheen on it.
Okay. Oh, that's why you're getting that. Okay. Yeah.
But there's like 3,000 different ways you can print this, different combinations between barrel lengths, lowers. It can do a Sten mag. You can do 45 caliber.
Yeah.
They're working. Invader Zip is working on the ARC 2.0. That's going to be basically an AR. It's going to shoot rifle calibers.
So check this out.
So
ADX R20 gave us $15. Thank you. So
thank you.
So
$5 for Rich. Yeah, there you go. He says keep the
Thank
content coming. Really enjoy this gun community. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. And D Stan says, is that an SBR, Rich? So
no, it's a pistol.
Okay, there you go.
Can you explain how it is a pistol? Because some people probably don't understand.
All right. So the buffer tube, like if you picture an AR-9, this is the buffer tube section. So it's, if it was a rifle, you'd be shooting it out here. I don't know if the ATF says you can shoulder it or not, but whatever. Mm-hmm. And it's a 9.5-inch barrel. So it's a pistol.
Okay. There you go. So because of length and because of the type of stock, you're saying, Rich, roughly?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Brace.
Yeah.
Type of brace.
That's a pistol. And actually,
he says he sees the D Stan says I see the brace now. And as a matter of fact, I think it's a good question because when we shot it, I didn't even think about that. I didn't necessarily notice that. So go ahead, Rich. What were you going to say?
So I guess we really need to thank Barnauls, JSD Supply, Razor JB. A lot of people gave us the parts to make this happen. So that's a big deal. I want to say thanks to all those people. It's been a stupid fun project. Mm-hmm. Hank actually bought me the filament to do this. So I provided the extruded metal conduit.
Yeah, yeah.
But there was a stupid number of prints on this.
Yeah, the companies helped us out on that. I mean, like with literally 2 sets of parts coming from JSD and Barnauls, and then obviously Control Pew with the prints, and then Walter and Patrick taking the time to do all the printing. I'm getting into some of that stuff. I have like a smaller printer that I was talking to Rich about, but I am gonna get I don't know if I'm gonna get an Ender 3 or not, but when I get something, I'm gonna get something nice.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I've been saying I'm gonna get a printer just to print like cool cosplay masks and helmets and stuff like that. But in the next couple months, I'm looking to upgrade the podcast setup. So it's I'd like to have 2 benches and 2 desks. One comes at a 90 where the printer would be on the 90, and I'd have a new setup here with a new microphone. So that's kind of in the works right now. It's kind of why I'm taking a break and not doing any content because it's just life happens, and I'm just trying to really focus on myself and focus on the channel, how I can do a lot better. But that's one thing I do want to do is coming out with a 90 so I can kind of, while I'm doing the podcast, be like, hey, this is what we're printing today. Granted, it's not guns, but it's we're printing a Power Ranger mask or an Iron Man helmet.
Can you print a blunderbuss? Can you print a black rifle, a black powder rifle or something?
The actual blunderbuss, I think Traditions still makes kits where you can because when I went to SDI for gunsmithing school, one of our projects was we made a flintlock percussion cap muzzleloader from a Traditions rifle. Traditions makes a blunderbuss kit where you have to inlay the stock and hand fit all the brass fittings and probably press the tension pins through the barrel, and that is stupid cool. I think Roy from Barnauls told me about it, and I've been on the hunt for one forever. I'm actually terrified of black powder. I don't I'm not a black powder dude, and it scares me because when I was a painter, one of the guys that we worked for, his like helper, his thing was building fireworks. He liked making fireworks, and he had a small accident while he was making fireworks. He decided it was a smart idea to have a smoking a cigarette while he was doing it, and he blew his face, and he had like really bad permanent scarring. So ever since then, I was like, yeah, no, I don't black powder. I see the effects, and it terrifies me.
Yeah, you have to. By the way, I just found this is that thing we were talking about at the beginning.
Yeah,
this is before Babyface got out of there when he realized he was going to die with all of us. Let me see. I'll put watch again on it. There you go. So yeah, that thing behind us is this big, and then Babyface was like, "Oh, I just realized I'm standing in this thing with all of you guys." Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, listen, you have to have a healthy respect for anything that you're dealing with. Obviously, accidents happen. You know, when you say that, who was it? I think I saw. Hold on, let me see if I could pull up John's. There was something I saw on John's Instagram that was. Oh, here he goes. Here he goes. Did you guys see this on John Crump? It's on Real John Crump. Check out this. So this video here.
Oh, jeez.
This is some people
I
from
want to
4th
see.
of July. They had some fireworks here, and then they had more in this minivan off to the right. And so they set off the fireworks, and it goes into the minivan right there. Here we go. It's about to.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't. Yeah, that's
scary.
Looks.
That's very beautiful, though.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's kind of cool.
Scary
but
to think. Yeah, those people.
I'd never mess with fireworks after that. I used to have Roman candle fights with my friends, and I'd I don't mess with that.
Yeah, you got to have a healthy respect for whatever you're dealing with.
I'm wondering if the car burned to the ground.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because you
definitely
don't
broke some windows.
Yeah,
I mean, hey,
yeah,
that'd be an interesting conversation with
insurance claim,
insurance claim and safe flight. The
things you see. This is why I don't. This is why I don't look at it. Is, for example, this is what caught me out on Instagram just now that I was looking at. Look at this. This guy in this golf cart goes bonkers. What the hell?
Oh,
okay,
that's a torn meniscus right there.
Yeah, how did he get that golf cart going that fast? Jeez, I don't know. I don't know what some people get up to, man. It's crazy to think what some folks get up to out there. So, yeah. By the way, we got some more comments here that we got to hit. ADX R20 was saying, yeah, trying to explain what a CT other is to someone. I have to laugh. I'm guessing Connecticut other.
Yeah, that's so. It's I think a CT other is it's kind of in the realm of like when the Franklin Armory Reformation, where it's the rifling is a straight groove barrel, it's a braced firearm, or it's an other, and it usually has a pistol length barrel, and you're able to put a forward grip on it, even though the rifling is straight grooved. It's the best example is the Franklin Armory Reformation that came out a couple of years back. I for a Connecticut other.
Yeah, it's a weird kind of voodoo that you have to know. Armin and Axis gave us $5. He says ADRX 920 gave me. He says ADRX 920 gave 15, not 20 like you said. So here's the other 5. I didn't say 20.
Yay! I don't think anybody said 20.
Yeah,
but
yeah, I said 15.
I was like, oh, we all get 5.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
Armin,
then he said something about me being a goober, Armament and Axis. But thanks, Armament and Axis. We appreciate it.
Wow, Chris.
Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. He's just jealous of me. You know.
Ooh, I got to get an announcement out of the way. It is Richard Hoffman's birthday today.
Oh, yes. Happy birthday to
everybody wish. Wow, why can't I say that? Wish Richard a happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday to him.
IG or whatever it may be.
Yeah. Didn't he buy himself some kind of machine gun or something for his birthday?
Yeah. So
feel like
he
I saw
got
that
the
somewhere.
FN version of the Browning, machine gun.
Mm-hmm.
So that was very cool looking,
Mm-hmm.
and it's supposed to be a very high quality, nice piece.
Armin and Axis says you said 20. Laugh out loud. I'm pretty sure I said 15, but
Mm.
we'll have to rewind and.
You should have said
go
50,
see.
Hank.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I said 100. Didn't I say 100? Yeah. So, listen, we appreciate it. Whatever I said,
Yeah.
I've been known to be wrong many times. But I'm pretty sure I didn't say 20. So he's just mishearing me. There you go. But we'll use that for tacos. What kind of taco are you guys, by the way? Are you guys tacos or not tacos?
Not fish. Not fish.
Not fish. Yeah, I don't understand the fish. I think I've had fish tacos, but
I don't eat tacos.
oh, you don't eat tacos?
Yeah, I have a child's mouth. I don't eat meat.
Joe eats 3 things. So when I realized we left your place, I'm like, "Hey, Joe, you want to stop get something to eat?" And he's like, "Yeah, all right." Then I'm like, "Oh, frick, Joe doesn't eat anything."
I find it hard to believe he only has 3 things he eats. I don't believe that.
Mac
What
and
are-
cheese,
Oh,
waffles.
Yeah.
Okay. This I believe. Cruiseman says, "Shut up and take the $5, Hank." Okay.
I eat a lot of pasta. I eat a lot of pasta.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah. How do you guys say tacos?
Taco.
Me?
Yeah.
Taco.
Oh, okay. It's too late. You're ready. Yeah. I'm trying to remember this movie that I was watching. There's a movie with the Michael Jackson chick, and then this other chick, and I was recently watching it. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's like it's a comedy with two Michael Jackson chick is like an FBI agent, and then
Who's
is
Michael
her name
Jackson
like
chick?
Melissa McCart? Michael Jackson chick is what's her name? That was married to Jesse James. I forgot her name now.
Yeah. Why can't I think of her name? She was in Speed.
Sandy Bullock.
Right?
Sandy Bullock.
Sandra Bullock. Yeah,
yeah.
Sandra Bullock. Yeah.
Until she got the Michael Jackson nose.
Yeah. What is
No,
the movie?
she looks like Michael Jackson. She like and now ever
Without
since
a
Hank
doubt.
showed that on, ever since he showed that on a podcast, I can't unsee that. Like
Yeah.
it's just you can't unsee it now.
What is the one she did with Melissa? Oh yeah, Melissa McCartney. What is it? Hold on.
The Heat.
Oh,
The
gosh.
Heat. Such
Yeah.
a funny movie.
My wife loves that movie.
Yeah, it's
That is freaking hilarious.
it's got your people in there, man. Like
Yeah,
Christ.
my people.
Yeah, but they're all like famous people too that play her brothers and sisters in there.
Yeah, they have like
Bill
Burr's
Burr.
in there.
Yeah, Bill Burr, and then
Funny.
that what's the name? There's a singer dude in there from I don't know what boy band he was in. One
I
of the
don't know.
dudes
I know
in there is
Michael,
from
Michael Rappaport's in there, and then
Michael Rappaport's in there. Yeah, who thinks he's
Yeah,
like a
no.
yeah? Michael Rappaport is like one of those white dudes who swears that he's a black dude. He just,
Bill
he just
Burr's got a new comedy show out. A new.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of a DAO, or decentralized autonomous organization like TUSC Crypto. TUSC cryptocurrency is a firearm-friendly e-commerce option for online payment transactions, secured on the blockchain. So when you're in the crypto market, please consider TUSC, TUSC.
Yeah, Bill Burr is very funny. I'm a massive fan of Bill Burr. One of my favorite things about The Mandalorian that was on Disney, which, Disney sucks for reals, but Bill Burr, I think, they should just give him his own sci-fi show, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be. And I look at, he has that cartoon, F is for Family.
Oh, that is funny. That is some funny stuff.
I've never seen that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bill
you
Burr's
gotta
a
watch
funny
it.
dude.
It's like for me, it's funny because it's like it's based in Boston, I think. So
Yeah, I think
like,
it is,
or like,
right? Something
well,
like
it's
that.
based in like a suburb like Somerville or whatever.
Somewhere that he
Boston.
grew up. It's based on him growing up, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it is
Yeah.
some funny shit, man. It is. Oh,
It's so ridiculous.
I love Bill Burr.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Andrew Dice Clay to come out with like a cartoon. I would watch. Oh, that would be like the best.
Yeah,
You're
what
too
was the...
young to know who Andrew Dice
Oh,
Clay
Andrew
is.
Dice Clay is the man.
Dude, the Dice Man. Come on.
What was the movie he did? Oh, something. Was it Ford Fairlane?
Ford Fairlane. Yeah.
Yeah, Ford Fairlane.
Yeah, he was a detective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andrew Dice Clay is funny. Come on.
Oh, he's my. I absolutely love Andrew Dice Clay.
I think
every
Andrew-
podcast
Andrew-
that he's on, I have to listen.
Yeah, Andrew Dice Clay and Mike Tyson, they should have a show. Did you ever look at the Mike Tyson mysteries?
No.
It is so retardedly stupid. It's amusing.
His
It's-
podcast that he had was, I don't know if he's still doing it, but it's funny.
Oh,
Like I watched, like he had Joey Diaz on one time, and that one was really funny.
Yeah, but Joey Diaz is totally batshit crazy.
He's the man.
Yeah.
Okay? He's
So
that's a show. If anyone's ever listened to the Church of What's Happening Now, that's
Yeah.
his podcast. It is funny.
if you want, I mean, Mike Tyson is politically incorrect, which is what I like about him.
yeah.
He's like he's like a person who is all at once a genius and all at once the most ignorant man on the planet.
Yep. Well, did you see that recent video of that dude that tried like fighting Tyson on an airplane?
Oh my god.
And he just
God.
got wrecked.
Yeah, Cruiseman says the Mike Tyson mysteries. You've got to look at the Mike Tyson mysteries. I'm sorry, man. I think it's on.
I'll have to
I
check
think
it
it's
out.
on Hulu or something. It is so stupid.
I'll have to
That
check
is
it out.
funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
When I went-
some
when we were
idiot.
going
Some
down
idiot.
to-
The guy who decided to mess with Mike Tyson on the airplane. That's like you go on an airplane and you see a full-grown ass tiger walking around in the airplane, and you decide to mess with him. You go get a steak and wave it in his face.
Yeah.
That's what happened to that dude.
Yeah, he deserves everything he got.
Yeah.
Like you mess with
Oh yeah.
literally at one point the baddest dude on the planet, and it's
Yeah.
I saw that and I was like, you deserve that. You
Yeah.
deserve that.
Armament and Axis is hating on Andrew Dice Clay. He says he doesn't impress him. I think he's funny.
Sacrilege. Oh, I
Yeah.
think
He was funny in the 80s.
Yeah, he's still funny. He's still funny. He does Vegas. I think he does some Vegas stuff,
Does he?
right?
Yeah.
I think so.
yeah, he mainly does Vegas now. He doesn't really do anywhere else. Like he'll go.
All right, so
he
next
does-
SHOT Show, we'll go see Andrew Dice Clay.
If I was in Vegas and he was doing a show that I could go to, I would go.
Oh, I'd go in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I would go.
Let's make a plan. If he's doing a show in Vegas for SHOT Show next
If
year,
we're-
we're all
yeah.
there. Let's go see.
Yeah, if he's doing that show where we could go to it, and it's not a cajillion dollars,
Yeah, 'cause
I'm just gonna
it's
put some
Vegas. I've
things
never
on
been
there.
to Vegas. I've always wanted to go.
oh,
Don't stay at Circus Circus.
there's so many things I could go. Circus, yeah, I've stayed there. It's terrible. But not for SHOT Show. So many things could go wrong in Vegas. Yeah, I've got some Vegas stories that I can't tell you on air because yeah,
Oh, I know with who.
because reasons.
Oh,
But
really?
yeah, why
Hank's
is
getting in some hijinks.
not me?
Hank
It's
is persona non
it's
grata.
Yeah,
in a family.
it's perfectly fine for me to tell it, but there's other people involved in that for those reasons I can't disclose it. Yeah, you know what I noticed? This front sight on this Glock 34. This is my Glock 34 I've had for a long time, by the way. Check it out. The front sight though is a little wiggly.
Yeah, you just gotta tighten that down with some Loctite.
Tighten the screw, man.
Yeah. I need to get in there and do it. I haven't messed around with it. I like a Glock 34 though. You know, this is so this is a Gen 4. I think that the bullpup is what, Gen 3? Gen 3 parts?
Yeah, Gen 3.
Glock 34 parts,
Mhm.
yeah.
There's really no difference between it. There's like a couple differences between a Gen 3 and Gen 4, but you know, the 34 is a great gun. I'd love to get a 17L, so I could just be completely obnoxious. But
Oh, that's what I was just gonna make.
I don't think they make that many of them. 80XR20 says Little Boy Blue because he needed the money. That's an Andrew Dice Clay. That's an
Yeah.
Andrew Dice Clay. I just
Yeah,
love
that's
that Andrew Dice Clay was just had zero fucks to give in a time where a lot of people, you know, were very politically correct. There wasn't a lot of comedians. I think like Eddie Murphy didn't care back in the days. Now he's very politically correct, Eddie Murphy.
Yeah,
But,
well,
yeah.
again, he was the first one to truly get canceled from MTV. He was banned
Nice
for
claim.
life from MTV, you know, and you know, he's the everyone's talking about cancel culture. He was the first person to really get canceled.
Yeah, yeah. So, and it's an act. I think if you understand that mostly what you're seeing from people is an act, then, you know who I was surprised, like I found out recently, is actually very conservative? Rob Schneider. Did you guys know
Yeah,
that?
I was surprised. Yeah, I found that out
Yeah.
too.
Rob Schneider, and I always thought he was funny, but I didn't realize that he got canceled by Hollywood.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I realized it because I was looking at some footage of my favorite Death by Snoozu, which is Gina Carano, right? And Gina Carano just put out a movie, I guess, with the Daily Wire,
Yeah.
and she did a movie, and on the red carpet for that, yeah, Rich is throwing his guns up. There you go. On the red carpet with Gina Carano for that movie, they actually had Rob Schneider come up there, and he was talking about how he's been canceled and all that. He was supporting her. I don't think he wasn't in that movie, but he may be doing some movies with Daily Wire as well. And
Heck
he was part of the Adam Sandler posse, which I think he still is part of the Adam Sandler
Yeah, that
thing. Yeah.
David Spade and all them. Yeah.
Oh my God, what's
I
happened
honestly-
to David Spade? I used to love that guy.
David Spade.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw him in The Other Missy. That movie was funny. That was a funny freaking movie.
Yeah. I like most of Adam Sandler stuff. My favorite Adam Sandler, and Adam Sandler's not in that, but I think he produced a lot of this stuff. My favorite Adam Sandler movie is Don't Mess with the Zohan. Have you ever seen that?
My favorite
I hate
Adam
that
Sandler movie is
You
the
hate
one where he
you hate
talks
Don't
like a
Mess with
baby.
the Zohan?
Yeah, it's stupid.
Okay, we gotta eject Joe right now. Kick him
Well,
out.
my favorite's Happy Gilmore. Like
Happy Gilmore. Okay, no, that's a classic. That's a classic. What were you saying, Rich? What's the one that you like?
My favorite Adam Sandler movie is the one where he talks like a baby. Oh wait, that's all of them.
Little Nicky is funny. Little Nicky.
Yeah, wasn't a fan.
No, you don't like Nicky. Okay. Listen,
no.
I like stupid humor, man. My brain can't be on functioning, all the time. So, I mean, I'm a fan of South Park.
Ask Lola, she'll tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
South Park is funny. I like Family Guy. That was my cartoon I watched.
Oh
Family
yeah,
Guy.
yeah.
Oh, of course.
No.
Yeah, you would like Family Guy. Yeah, that's
I
required.
remember Skylar was pretty young, and we're all watching Family Guy, like we're all in bed watching TV, and then they went. It's like boom, couldn't click the remote off fast enough, and send her to bed. It's like, holy cow!
No, I like Family
then
Guy.
again, everyone gives me a lot of crap because there's a lot of movies I've never seen. Because my parents didn't really let me watch a lot of that stuff when I was a kid. So my parents were old school, so I didn't really watch a lot of these movies that everyone's like in love with. So
What are you
I
talking
watched stuff
about? Like what?
Well, I just now kind of finished the original Red Dawn, and
Okay.
I've never said. I'm not gonna lie.
Does Crumpy know this about you?
Yes, he gives me a lot. I finally I got halfway through and I'm like, I can't do this. This
Yeah.
movie is I watched the remake. It was good.
Because
but,
Crumpy
yeah,
swears he's one of those Wolverines reincarnated.
Oh yeah, I get a lot of crap, but I've never seen like Saving Private Ryan, Top Gun, Die Hard, any of that. So
What? No, Die Hard?
yeah, never seen it. Yeah.
What kind of
Oh my
child
God.
abuse childhood did you live through?
And you know what? Every Die Hard is watchable. Every Die Hard stands the test of time.
I'll watch it eventually.
I think they are watchable, but the first one is good, the second one is good, the third one, those are the best. When they go
Third
to like
or
4 and 5 or whatever, they get kind of ridiculous.
No,
There's
there's
five
no
Die
5.
Hards?
There's 4.
Is
No.
it 4 or 5?
No, there's. Wait a second.
The first one
Was
is
there
in
more?
Cali. The first
Because
one
they
is
did
in
one
Cali.
in Russia.
Yeah, the
Right?
first one's in Cali. The second one is in D.C. The third one is in New York City. The
I
fourth...
thought the first one was in New York City because Nakatomi Plaza was in New York City.
No, that's
No.
California, not Nakatomi Plaza.
Oh my!
He
I wish
flew
I had
from
a
New York
smack.
to California.
I wish I had a smack button for you, Joe, right now. Yeah, Nakatomi Plaza is in L.A. How
So
many?
there's 5 movies, and the last movie was in 2013.
Yeah, because there's one that got really crazy with hacking or something like that, and I forgot. I think that was in America, and then the last one was in Russia with his son or something. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. 5 diehards from Cruise Man. And ADX
So-
R20 says, "How does Joe even have a gun? Take away his man card." Yeah, take off that Lotlau shirt you're wearing. No, actually, don't take it off. Don't take it off.
Yeah, you don't want to be blinded by the light. Okay.
No, we don't want to. We don't want to get a. We don't want to get X.
Casper.
We don't want to get X-rated.
Yeah,
You know,
I'll blind some people with
Too
how
much,
light I am
too much.
underneath this shirt.
Too much sexiness in here. Those last 2 though were not as good. They're not as good.
Another one that my
Yeah,
boss
I
is
think
like
you're right.
all upset because I never seen Lethal Weapon, any of the Lethal Weapons either.
That's just what the hell is wrong with you?
They want to like duct tape me into the classroom and make me watch all these movies, and I'm like,
You've never
I watched
seen
Star Wars. So
Hold
I'm
on
like,
a
you know, like,
second. You've never seen any Lethal Weapon movie. No Lethal Weapon movie have you ever seen.
no.
Yeah,
No.
I don't know. You're some kind of alien.
I mean, I've seen The Patriot, I've seen Shawshank Redemption, like I've seen those good classics.
Have you
but,
seen
like,
Heat?
you know,
Have you seen Heat?
the one with Melissa McCarthy? Yeah.
No,
I don't know what the hell you're talking
that's
about.
the Heat.
Oh,
Have you seen Heat
No, Heat.
with Pacino,
I actually
De
saw that
Niro?
movie in Boston.
no.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, there is something.
You gotta
wrong with
watch Heat.
it.
You gotta watch Heat.
Yeah. This is you've been body snatched.
I mean, I've seen Major Payne. Like that's a good one. You know, that's a good classic.
Major pain.
Nah, Heat. Yeah, good movie. Bad guys, good guys, gunplay.
Yeah, Heat
Lola's like,
is
even I've seen Lethal Weapon.
yeah, Lola says, yes, there's no way she could be married to me. She hasn't seen Lethal Weapon. What streaming services do you have? Do you have any streaming things?
I have HBO Max, I have Peacock, and I have Netflix.
Okay,
think
HBO
I
Max
have
has HBO Max has all the Lethal Weapon movies. You need to watch them.
Okay.
It's on
See,
HBO.
I'm wondering if I got Heat on my Plex server or not.
I mean, I've
Yeah,
seen
I
like
don't-
Goodfellas. I've seen The Godfather because
Mhm.
like that's my mother's like favorite movie.
Goodfellas. I actually
you
know somebody that was in Goodfellas.
Did you see Me, Myself, and Irene?
Yes, hilarious freaking movie. That
Yeah.
movie is hilarious.
One of the best Jim Carrey movies. Probably in the top 3. I mean, I think I'm gonna have to say that Ace Ventura: Pet Detective is like
best.
the number one. As much as I sometimes get mad at Jim Carrey, if I look at his early Jim Carrey movies,
Before he was an a-hole.
yeah.
politically.
If I met Jim Carrey, man, I couldn't fight with him because he's just made me laugh so much through my life.
Oh yeah, I've
So-
watched
Yeah.
like I've probably seen
Liar,
When
Liar.
Nature Calls and Liar Liars. I've seen all those hundreds
Yeah.
of times.
I was just looking at Fun with Dick and Jane.
That one was okay. It
Yeah,
was-
it's look, I even like the Sonic movies, believe it or not, just because of Jim Carrey.
I never
and
saw that.
and he's not the best in there. He's not the best in those, but
when they make movies out of video games, they typically suck.
Yeah.
Like
what is-
Doom, with The Rock. Everyone shat on that movie. It was based off a video game. I'm a big fan of The Rock, so I watched it.
Mhm.
But like
I
when you
was a
look
big
at, like,
fan
that-
of The Rock
How come he's a six
until he came out with Joe Biden.
Oh, he did. Oh, goddamn! Really?
D
man?
Stan says Cable Guy. Cable Guy, that's a
That was a
classic.
good one. That's
That's
such
a
good
classic. That's Matthew Broderick.
one. Broderick.
Yeah, Broderick.
With,
Broderick.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off guy.
Yeah, Ferris Bueller's Day Off and Election. Have you seen that movie, Election, with Matthew Broderick?
No.
Oh, you got to watch that, Joe. You're gonna like that. That's Matthew Broderick, and then what's the name of someone will tell me the name of the chick in there. I forgot. It's got a couple of different stars in that thing, but it is funny.
It almost sounded like you said the chicken there, like chicken.
The chick. What's election movie? She's famous. There's a famous actress in. When I throw the thing up on here, you're gonna know who I'm talking about, but I can never remember her name. What is this chick? Who is that chick?
Drew Barrymore? No.
No.
No, I'm bad on that. I know who it is though.
Yeah.
She did Legally Blonde, right?
Yeah. I can't remember her name, but
Is it Cameron Diaz?
no.
No. Is it Michelle Pfeiffer?
No.
No.
Oh no! How dare you?
I don't know.
That's not Michelle Pfeiffer. I forgot her name.
Legally Blonde.
Someone will tell us. I don't have IMDb on this thing, so. But he.
Reese Witherspoon. No,
Reese.
no, that's not
No,
it.
it's
Yes.
not. Is it
Yes.
Reese Witherspoon? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Someone said Meg Ryan. She's kind of got that Tweety Bird head. That's what I always think. Tweety Bird. That's what I always think when I see.
I never heard it described that way. That's funny.
Yeah, she's got a head like Tweety Bird. If you think about it, I'm not trying to say,
So Joe, I have Heat on my Plex server, so I can give you access. And you can
You've
watch
got to watch Heat, man. We even did a movie night where we talked about Heat. That's one of the best American movies. Let's take it away from guns. It's one of the best American movies. But if you talk,
that's a good one.
If you put it in the gun category, it is the best gun movie ever made.
I'd say John Wick is the best gun movie ever made.
No, sir. That's because you haven't seen Heat.
I don't know.
That's because you haven't seen Heat. That's the reason why. Yeah, the first John Wick movie is good. As John Wick progresses, it becomes it's basically like a Marvel movie. Heat is realistic. Heat is so realistic that a lot of people use Heat as a training movie. Okay? When they made that movie, they actually had these guys out there training how to move and shoot and drop mags and reload, and all the gunplay in there is serious and for reals, and it's a very intense movie. It's like one of my favorite movies, but I can't watch it all the time.
Good character development, good plot,
Yeah.
good action. Really.
Yeah. I mean, if you've got IMDb, Rich, if you just run off the stars, like every person in that movie is a star.
I got it on my Plex server. So 87% on Rotten Tomatoes, 94% Who's Popcorn, whatever. So Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Val Kilmer, Tom Sizemore, Diane Venora, Amy Brennan, Ashley Judd.
It's a crazy movie. If
Williams,
you see that movie,
Natalie
you'll feel like you were
Portman.
you'll feel like you just went through a couple of years of. It's really, really intense. It's almost like you know how Saving Private Ryan. Did you see that?
Nope.
Saving Private Ryan is a very intense movie, especially in the beginning of it. But Heat is kind of like that. You really get immersed into that movie, and you feel like you're living it, and the shootouts and all that kind of stuff, man. It's really, really intense, and it's an old movie. What year is it, Rich? Like 1990?
95.
Yeah, intense. Way better than John Wick.
Old.
Yeah, way better than John Wick.
I don't know.
Sorry, Joe.
It's
Way
tough.
better than John Wick. I'm not trying to knock John Wick, but it's better than that.
I'll have to watch it, and I will come back, and I will if I think it's better than John Wick's, I will text you and say, Hank, you are right.
Yeah, listen, we got a couple of seconds here, but we're gonna come back and we're gonna have a discussion about this here for a sec.
Okay.
The Who Moved My Freedom podcast is made possible by our partners at 2A Commerce. Veteran owned and with over 20 years experience, 2A Commerce is the leader in custom e-commerce and web application development in the shooting sports industry. Clients include major brands such as Guard Dog Body Armor, Sylvan Arms, AccuFire Technologies, The Tactical Games, Warrior Knife Company, and yours truly, Hank Strange. Visit 2A Commerce and support this show by supporting them. Once again, visit the number 2acommerce.com.
Yeah, so ADXR920 says that Heat is more realistic. So before we have this conversation, because I know Joe has not seen it, but he has seen John Wick, and I think that Rich has seen both John Wick and Heat, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right, Rich, we're gonna let you. What do you think? Which is the better?
Well, Heat is more realistic of a scenario. John Wick is more fantasy. You got to suspend a lot of disbelief to buy into the whole John Wick thing. But the actors, the characters, the character development, the gunplay, the scenario, the plot on Heat was pretty freaking amazing.
Yeah, so I know obviously like I'm not trying to come down on you, Joe. I think
Okay.
you really gotta go see that movie and then let us know what you think about it. Cruiseman says if Joe hasn't seen them both, then he can't say which is better. I would say having seen both. Listen, I'm a fan of John Wick, right? The whole style and everything of that movie, and the whole what is it called? Not what was it? Gun fu. The whole gun fu thing that's going on in the movie, I think is really cool. But what Rich just said is the problem, I think, with John Wick. It's not super realistic. If you're really fighting John Wick, and this is a thing with a lot of movies, even the ones I like, why would I get right up on this guy to fight him? It doesn't make sense. Like when you're looking at a movie and dudes have, submachine guns and handguns and all that kind of stuff, and they're getting right up on someone to fight them, then it's like in John Wick, there's superpowers that only John Wick has and nobody else has it. There's no reason for you to get right up on someone to fight them when you're talking about guns. That's really not
That's
what
true.
it's.
I agree.
But if you look at Heat, I'm telling you, they went through a lot to bring that movie as close to reality as possible, and I think it's it's just dead on with a lot of stuff. And I don't want to spoil it for you or anything like that because I think you would really, really enjoy it. But it's like it's mandatory for a gun guy. By now, some gun guy should have like strapped you down to a chair and made you look at that movie already.
All right.
So hopefully we'll get you
I'll
there
add
again.
that to the list, and I'll make sure I watch it, and I'll let you guys know.
You know what? It would be what you should do is like film yourself looking at that movie, just out of curiosity. I'm not saying that you need to make it into a video or anything, but it'll be now that we're having this conversation, you haven't seen it. It'll be interesting to see your reaction to it. I think so. Armament and Axes. This is how you know Armament and Axes is like 120 years old. He says Heat is a great show. Yeah.
Well,
it's a great
you
picture
gotta give him a
show.
break.
It's a great picture show. That picture show.
Yeah.
Yeah. He saw that in the cinema.
Right.
Yeah, in the 20s.
It's not like Rocky Horror Picture Show, right?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Have you seen that? If you've seen that, you haven't seen Heat. I'm gonna have some more. Oh yeah, you've seen it.
Unfortunately, I have seen it. Yes.
Yeah, who hasn't seen
yeah,
Rocky Horror Picture Show? Yeah.
Well, you got to see it where they act it out. They're throwing toast and water pistols and the whole shooting match.
Yeah. But that's one of the like people think a lot of this stuff that's going on now is something brand new that people discovered. It's been forever. When Rocky Horror Picture Show came, what year is that? Like
I have no
early
idea.
80s. I think that's because I remember I was
Was
being
it?
in high school and my friends were going to see it and stuff like that. I never went to a movie theater to see it. I saw it somewhere else, but
No, you got to see it in a theater.
no, in New York, man, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to a movie theater to see that.
Well,
No
there were
thanks.
theaters in like Manhattan where they played it like every Saturday night at midnight.
Yeah.
Even out on Long Island.
Yeah, my friends used to
Really?
go to Manhattan. Yeah, when I was in high school, people would get together and do trips just to do that stuff.
1975.
75, yeah. Yeah. So, no, I didn't see it in the movie theaters all like that. I think I saw it on video when I saw it just because I wanted to know why everyone had to see this crazy movie.
Come on, Meatloaf was in the movie.
A lot of people were in that movie. A lot of people were in there. You know what I did see in the movie theaters? To Wong Fu. Do you know what that is? That's a cross-dressing movie. That has like all the most badass dudes you could think of. Look up Tu Wong Fu.
I'm not sure I want to.
It has Wesley Snipes. It has it's I think it's based on a book or something like that. But I saw that whenever that came out, I saw it a long time ago, in the movie theaters. Hold on, let me see if I could at least just pull up To Wong Fu. Here you go. To Wong Fu, thanks for everything, Julie Newmar. That's the name of the movie. So here's what it looks like. So that right there is Wesley Snipes. That is what's the name of the what the hell is this guy's name? This is the guy who did Roadhouse, the Roadhouse movie. What's his name?
Patrick Swayze.
That's Patrick Swayze right there, and that is John Leguizamo. To Wong Fu. Yep. I saw that in the movie theaters in the Bronx. Yep. There you go. So that was me. That was my going to see Rocky Horror Picture Show. Armament and Access says he's seen it. There you go.
They allowed Rocky Horror Picture Show in Ohio?
Yeah, I would have thought that would have been banned. Was it Patrick Swayze in what was that? The dancing thing?
Dirty Dancing.
Wasn't he?
Dirty Dancing.
No one puts baby in the corner.
Yeah,
Never seen it.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, I know. I
Oh,
suck.
gosh, yeah.
I'm not. Plus, you gotta think. I'm 30 years old. I was born in '91, so a lot of these movies
Jeez, 91.
wasn't. Yeah,
Damn
I'm
it.
a baby.
Yeah.
You should have seen me a couple months ago. I shaved my face. It was just baby face.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Yeah. Everyone
You're a
freaked out.
youngin. Yeah.
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 Yeah. I gotta step it up.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I have underwears from 91. Yeah.
Well,
Lola
that's
says
a guy
no one puts-
thing. Everyone doesn't. Guys don't like throwing away their stuff.
Yeah. No, I don't actually, if anyone believes that. Yeah, I don't like throwing away anything. Lola will throw everything away. And burn stuff, as you guys found out. Right?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm like, hey, let's shoot that before you burn it. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
You guys saw Lola burning
Lola's a little bit of a pyro.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing
Lola
wrong
was
with that.
burning sofas and everything that I've had over here, man.
I know. That was awesome. I just hear, why did you burn my sofa? What? We all just look over like, there was a sofa in there?
42 Chilled says even BFP is older than you. Okay, if you answer this wrong, Joe, we're going to have to haze you.
Okay.
Have you seen Rambo First Blood?
Yes. Yes,
okay.
I've seen every Rambo.
Okay.
Every single Rambo.
I was worried on that
Even
one.
the new Rambo.
Damn.
Even the new Rambo. Yeah, dude, Rambo was like one of my favorite movies growing up.
Wait. Did you see Alien versus Predator?
Yes.
Have you seen Predator?
No.
Oh, what the hell?
Ooh, there were two governors in Predator.
Have you seen? Yeah, I know.
Jesse the body.
Yeah. Jesse Ventura. Lola says, yep, when Hank's gone, everything goes. Yeah, that's true, man. All my shit gets...
Wow.
My stuff gets sold, thrown out, given away. Or, if I'm lucky, packed up in boxes somewhere when I'm not around.
Or Babyface gets it.
Yeah. So, what was the thing? Oh, yeah, we were saying... What about Alien? Did you see Alien?
The OG Alien?
Yeah.
I think I saw
That
the
was
first one. Is that the one where it had that like creature that fucking came out of the
All
egg?
of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I
All-
know. Like, what are you saying?
I remember I saw the first one. I think I saw the
It's
first
got
one.
Sigourney Weaver.
I don't know.
Well,
who that
all of
is.
them had Sigourney Weaver.
You don't know who
I'll-
Sigourney... You just said you don't know who Sigourney Weaver is?
No. I've seen the first Alien. I remember seeing
Did
the
you see
first one.
Ghostbusters?
Yeah. Have
Yeah.
you seen... Okay,
Who
that's
hasn't
Sigourney...
seen
Sigourney Weaver's in Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. Then I know. Okay. It took me a minute to realize who she was. But yeah, no, I've seen Ghostbusters. I even seen the new one, which sucked ass. Oh my god, that
The latest one or the chick one? Which one are you talking
the
about?
all chick one. I haven't seen the latest one.
Oh,
But the
yeah.
all chick
No,
one.
that's a shame.
Yeah.
And I love Melissa McCarthy as an actor or actress, and
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, she's funny. I like her.
I didn't like it.
That
It
movie was
not
just
my thing.
stupid. I saw that movie. It was just like the dumbest thing I've ever
I
seen.
refused.
Yeah, I saw it, but it was so I could never look at it again. It was so horrible.
Yeah, I like Melissa McCarthy. I just
Yeah.
go woke, go
Yeah.
broke.
Yeah, it's one of those first go woke type of things that they did. So, but I saw. So, have you seen all the James Bond movies? Yes or no?
I've seen GoldenEye like 1,000 times. I've
No.
seen
Have you
Golden's
seen
Not
a
Enough.
Sean Connery James Bond movie?
No, I haven't. My James Bond was Pierce Brosnan. So,
Pierce Brosnan. He did
so
one
growing-
movie.
Yeah,
No, he
Pierce
did like
Bros- no,
4.
Pierce, yeah, Pierce is the
Really?
yeah. The here's my ranking. Sean Connery is in the top 3 James Bonds. I used to have Sean Connery on top, and then I would put Pierce Brosnan and Daniel Craig. But I think Daniel Craig deserves to be on top right now of that, and then Sean Connery, and then Pierce Brosnan. I think those were the best James Bonds. But you're saying you never saw a Sean Connery James Bond. You never saw
No.
Goldfinger.
No, I've seen every James Bond that Pierce Brosnan was in.
Oh my god.
But other than that,
So,
no.
all right, there's 4. Wow.
I've seen
Okay.
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen with Sean Connery. That's probably the only Sean Connery movie I've ever seen.
Oof.
Oh jeez.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know.
You've never seen Entrapment?
No.
What kind of childhood did you get? You must have not done a lot of masturbating as a child. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Oh dear Lord! I gotta tell the guys that at work. They'll get a good kick out of that one.
Do you know the movie I'm talking about? Entrapment. You've never seen? Come on, Rich. You know what Entrapment is, right?
Entrapment? No, I don't think I've seen that.
That's Sean Connery and
God.
what's her name? Hold on, I'm gonna.
Oh,
pull
was it where they play criminals?
this movie?
Yeah,
Entrapment.
I've never seen it.
It's Sean Connery and Catherine Zeta-Jones.
No, I don't think I've seen that. I gotta
you
put that
guys-
on my watch list.
Oh, you guys have to look at this movie.
Catherine Zeta-Jones, I'm in.
Yeah, that's a young, sexy. Have you ever looked at movies? This is actually a movie trope now that Catherine Zeta-Jones started. You know, when you look at heist movies, it's basically a heist movie. But when you look at heist movies, they have all the lasers, and then you see the woman going through the lasers all sexy. The first one that did it was Catherine Zeta-Jones in that movie. Yeah. And that alone will make Joe think, damn it, I have to get in a time machine, go back and tell my younger self about Entrapment, so I can get more rocks off. I promise you, he will build a time machine just to do it. If you haven't seen
yeah.
Entrapment, it's worth it.
Like the first time most young men see was it Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh.
Oh God! Oh, what's the guy's name? Steven Seagal. Fuck you! I hate you.
Why? Why?
He ruined one of the hottest women in the world.
Who was that?
What was it? Kelly LeBrock?
Oh. Was he married to, okay.
Yeah, he married
I
her.
saw Steven
from.
Seagal in Exit.
Oh,
Wounds.
that's not Revenge of the Nerds. That's Weird Science. Sorry.
Yeah.
I saw Exit Wounds with DMX. That was a good one.
I was gonna say there's a Sean Connery movie. Is it Thunderball? What is it? Is it
Thunderball?
What's the James Bond with this crazy chick? Is it? No. Oh,
Wait.
Never
You
say
can't
never.
ask that question.
Every James Bond has some crazy chick.
I think no, not all those. Never say never. Okay, never say never. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up the. This is
Never
the
seen that
poster.
one.
This is the poster for Never Say Never. Okay.
Yeah, I never seen it.
Kim Bass. That's Kim. Well, this is supposed to be Kim Basinger right there. But I'll see if I could find like a good picture of Sean Connery and Kim Basinger, because that's like a young Kim Basinger before she was all full 100% crazy chick. which he is because the guy who likes to shoot people when he's making movies with them.
Giggity.
Yeah, he was married to her, but yeah. So this is Sean Connery and Kim Basinger in Never Say Never. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So, that's why I give respect, man. Even an old Sean Connery was still kicking butt, man. So, you gotta respect, you gotta give respects to Sean Connery out there. So, man, there's so many movies, man. I feel like your childhood.
Yeah.
I feel like your parents abused you as a kid by not introducing you to all these awesome movies.
No, that's the thing. Me and my dad, we were movie buffs, and I liked watching like Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, and we watched. Then later on, I got into The Patriot. That was probably like every Friday night, my dad would be like, "Hey, you want to watch a movie?" And I'd be like, "I want to watch The Patriot," and he'd be like, "Dude, I've seen this thing like thousands of times. Why?" And I'm like, it's awesome. And he's like,
"It's The Patriot with Mel Gibson."
Yeah, it literally was like one of my favorite movies growing up.
That's the movie where Mel Gibson throws the axe, hits the guy in the chest with the axe, then runs up to the guy and takes the axe out of his chest, and then gets another guy with it. Is right?
Yeah. No, he goes like straight gangster in that. Like
that
Revolutionary War gangster like that. And like, I don't really care for Mel Gibson as a human being, but like that movie is like that was one of my favorites. And,
I like some Mel Gibson movies. I like that and Thunderdome and Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. No one likes that?
Never seen it.
Yeah.
You never saw any of the Mad Max?
You never saw Mad?
Nope.
Oh.
Are you sure you're not some kind of Russian plant or something like that?
Right.
No, I'm not.
How the hell have you not seen all these American movies? Well, no, that's not an American movie. That's Australian.
Yeah, no, I've never seen it.
Yeah, but it's like an American cultural thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's like saying Crocodile Dundee wasn't American.
Yeah,
at least I got Lola in my side.
Yeah, Lola says she didn't grow up on any of it either because she's from Ghana in West Africa.
That's not an excuse.
She's literally from another country. What's your excuse? You're from America.
I went fishing. I played Xbox. That was
you went fishing on Xbox.
Well, no, I went
fishing. Xbox fishing.
And I played Xbox. Like, I didn't.
Yeah, you didn't get a good movie education. You are what's wrong with the youth of today.
But wait. I'll tell you what Joe knows everything about.
Mm-hmm.
Professional wrestling.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I do. Name the territory. Name the era. I will school all you mofos on
You ever heard of Mil Mascaras?
Mil Mascaras, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's when I used to look at wrestling. That's a long time ago.
So you were like a Duel of the Butcher, Bruiser Brody, Stan Hansen.
That's from the 70s and 80s, yeah. Hulk Hogan, original Hulk Hogan before all the plastic surgery and a lot of steroids. He had
a lot of steroids.
He had minimum steroids back in the day when I knew Hulk Hogan.
Well, because of all of that, he used to be like 6'2", 6'3". Now he's like 5'9". From just doing everything, it's just the steroids just like enhanced his atrophy on his back. It's nuts.
Yeah, someone said Jimmy Superfly 80XR9. So you do know that wrestling is fake, then?
Yeah, I know it's fake, but I still like watching.
How old were you? How old were you when you figured that out?
I knew it was. I knew it was. I'm not. It was just that was my thing.
Okay,
I remember.
You seem mad about this.
No, I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. I don't.
It's like when he found out the Easter Bunny wasn't real.
No, he was probably fine with that. He's like, I never heard of the Easter Bunny.
No, the only thing that I ever got mad at when it came to like wrestling was when it's kind of weird just because I'm a fan. I was more mad because I met the guy in real life and he was an asshole. So I was like,
Yeah,
'Cause, like,
we're
John
taking
Cena.
a quick break. We'll be right back. Let's
right.
take this quick break.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of manufacturers like Safety Harbor Firearms. SHF is a quintessential family-owned small business, totally representative of the American dream. Safety Harbor Firearms is a Florida-based manufacturer of the compact entry stock and the SHTF 50 upper for an AR-15 lower. Also, SHF happily delivers on your Sten gun parts needs. So don't forget to check out stenparts.com and safetyharborfirearms.com.
All right, so here you go. Rich has got to show off his SHTF 50.
That thing is loud.
big.
Like when you guys were shooting that off, I was like,
Can't even see. Yeah, go look. There, boom, there you go.
it just that
I
thing.
thought Rich
like,
was gonna knock the camera right there. Yeah, it's loud. Yeah.
Walter let a shot off while I was like loading a mag, and I literally jumped like 5 feet, and Walter just turned around. He's like, "Did you really just jump?" And he kind of just had like a laugh, like, "Noob."
Yeah.
Oh, it's
50s
like
are-
you can't smile when you shoot a 50 because it hurts your teeth.
Right. Yeah. This
That- those
This
big
is why I have
calibers,
tinnitus. This is why I have tinnitus. This is why my ears ring every day. You know.
Well, that's why I double up the ear pro on the 50.
Yeah. Now so before we went to the break, which we are going to wrap up here, Joe said that you met John Cena.
Yeah, he was kind of a dick.
Was this a long time ago or recently? Was
Yeah,
this before he
when I was-
apologized to China, or
Yeah, it was before that. I went
jeez.
to. My dad took me to a house show in Cohasset, Massachusetts, and it was such a small show that like when the wrestlers came out of the ring and went back to the locker room, you could literally go outside of this like tent and like try and like get a chance to like meet one of your favorite wrestlers, and like he like looked right at me and just kept walking. I was like, you know what? After that, I was like, I don't like you. And
Okay, but he was
So
like,
it's not like he was a jerk, but he wasn't friendly.
he didn't recognize you,
yeah, he didn't.
He's like,
recognize
"Oh my
me.
God,
He
shoot a
didn't-
gallery New England!"
or
exactly, yeah.
he didn't acknowledge you. You were younger.
Didn't
right?
acknowledge, and like I was like he looked right at me and just kept walking, and I'm like,
Oh,
but then again, I was like 12, 13 years old, so like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, like how many 12, 13-year-olds are trying to get a high five by one of their favorite wrestlers?
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't be that PO'd about it, but still, I'm just like, F that guy.
it happens. I think it happens. So
Yeah.
Armin and Axis seems like shocked that Lola is from somewhere in Africa. Yeah, she's from Ghana in West Africa. Just so you know. There you go. Surprising. She's like we're like Ricky and Lucy, except I'm Lucy and she's Ricky. So there you go.
You're not from America anyhow.
Yeah, I'm not from America either.
You're
but
both
I wasn't
Ricky.
born in America, you know, but I'm a little bit more cultured, you know, obviously.
Unlike me.
Unlike Lola and Joe. You know, I'm a little bit classier and educated on the classical movies.
Yeah.
So Lola just doesn't give a crap. I've been trying to show Lola all these movies for years.
That's the thing. I don't like. It's like, all right, cool. Like, it's not my thing. Like, I'd rather do something else. You know, when I watch a movie, I want to laugh or I want to be like, oh wow, that was cool. Like,
Yeah.
That's how I am. Like,
Mhm. Yeah.
you know.
I understand.
I'm a simple person. Okay.
Absolutely. So listen, we're over the 9 o'clock hour here. I'm definitely going to wrap it up. We didn't talk about any news or anything like that.
Oh shoot!
Yeah.
But I think we talked a little bit about, but I don't think we got into too much gun news or anything.
Oh.
It was a great conversation with you guys. What's up?
Well, can I shout out somebody because of
Sure.
news? DLD After Dark tonight. So on YouTube 9:30, he's gonna have Matt LaRossiere from Floodbusters on.
Oh, cool.
So they're gonna be talking about Matt Hoover's case. So
Yeah,
shout
cool.
out to Dark.
Yes, and I know LaRossiere was talking about that whole thing, I think, with CRS, and I think people, I don't want to say misrepresented what was actually happening, but I don't think people got like a full picture of what's going on there. So I guess that's probably what Dark and Matt are going to be talking about, right?
Well, yeah, I guess they'll mention it. I know John talked to Matt earlier today. I didn't realize Matt lives in my hood.
Yeah, he's a Floridian.
Yeah, I mean he's like 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
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 I've been wanting to get him on the podcast. I just haven't
Yeah.
reached out to him yet.
Control Pew's in Florida also.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's so many people in Florida. Mr. Snow, Control Pew,
Yeah.
Invader Zip,
Locked and loaded Latinas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shout out to them.
Yep. Why am I blanking? Xander. So there's
a lot of the 3D
stinkload
printing
of
people. You're saying, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's do this. So we can wrap up here. I'll start with Rich. Tell the folks out there where they can follow you, find you, communicate with you, etc., etc.
Yeah, sure. So pretty much everywhere, Flying Rich. So YouTube, Utreon, MySpace, what is it? OnlyFans, all that stuff. Except for Instagram, where I'm Flying Rich Official.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and he really is in MySpace and probably has an OnlyFans. He does the barefoot flip flop fetish stuff on OnlyFans. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Okay, Joe, Shooting Gallery, New England. Tell the folks where they can find you, support you, and all that.
Yeah, you can find me on pretty much every video hosting platform as Shooting Gallery NE. You can find me on Instagram at Shooting Gallery New England, all lowercase, one word, and you can find me on TikTok as well at Shooting Gallery NE. But also follow my backup page, which is Shooting Gallery NE_backup, because I get banned on the reg.
Okay, very cool. Big thanks to both of you guys for coming out here today. It was also good seeing you guys and hanging out.
Yeah.
Shooting some guns and throwing some flames with you guys. I'm gonna run in the end. We're gonna come back. Who's gonna do the words of wisdom?
Make Joe do it.
Joe, okay, there you go, Joe. You have been elected to do words of wisdom. I am going to run the end scene. We'll be right back here. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. We'll be back here tomorrow. So there you go. Armament Access says Crashing Rich. We're going to rip the audio out of this and throw it up on iTunes, all your favorite places to get your audio podcast from. Welcome to all the folks out there from the Firearms Radio Network. And words of wisdom, Joe. What you got?
Well, be kind. Don't be a dick, and don't feel bad if you've never seen American classics, because you're still you're a good person at heart, and you just have more opportunities, and always take every opportunity you can.
I thought you were going to say Be Kind, Rewind, but obviously you've never seen that movie, and you don't know about rewinding because you probably never had a VHS.
I did. I had Blockbuster.
Oh, you had Blockbuster. Okay. You didn't use that Blockbuster card. Okay. No, I'm not. I'm not going to keep going. Thank you for the words of wisdom. We have to get out here. Thanks both of you guys for being here. Please make sure you guys support Flying Rich as well as Shooting Gallery New England. I'm going to press the buttons. We're out of here. Hold on. Let me make sure I do this right.